Oh, we can just go if it fails. We'll just join Discord on my phone.
Yeah, is everybody ready and I guess willing?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Good.
Cool. Everybody sees the just picture of Strahd.
You have my consent, sir.
Cool. So it is the 29th of Kythorn in the dead of spring in Faerun, or the ending of spring in Faerun. We are in Daggerford in a tavern called The Last Drop. It seems unlikely, but all of you have come together and are sitting around a bar. Some of you have been conversing. Some of you are already, have things in mind that you're looking to complete. So with that, I want E Bapef, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself first. Then we'll go to Bazzlo, then Garton, then Theron and Muurujin, and lastly, I don't remember your name. Miles got it.
All right. I walk up to the table with my wizard companion, and looking. I have bright green, wild eyes, tattered hair, almost in dreadlocks, covered in skins, smears of dirt all over my face. I'm incredibly unkept. It would be obvious that I was like walking out of the woods. And I approach the table, and as I approach the table, I look down at my hand to look at some words that I have written down that I have newly learned from my wizard companion, and I say, "Greetings, gentlemen." Is that right?
Give him a nod.
Nice. What brings you all here today?
And Blake, you're up next.
Alright, guys. My name is Baz, or Bazzlo Lyric. You can call me Baz. I am playing a lute currently, or playing a flute up there on stage. Doing my best to sound convincing, but being a bit offbeat. So I am just your typical half elf. So long ears, pointy ears, a little pointy hat. Got my bard get up on, and yeah, I'm just up there belting a beautiful tune, singing my tavern song, as they call it, and just looking around the room and then seeing some interesting characters walk in, and take notice to them.
Perfect. And not Garton, but Albert. Introduce yourself, please.
Can you guys hear me on this or no?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Hear you.
Yeah, it's a million times better.
Yeah. You see before you Albert Pentros. He's about 6'3" tall. He's very slim though. Fair complexion. He wears a deep blue robe with an hourglass with the flowing in the reverse direction on the front, and a crystal ball covered eyes on the. That's really all you know to this point. I'm just behind a druid fellow friend.
And Theron, our religious fanatic.
Okay. Before you see a 5-foot-tall wood elf in tattered robes. He's got a religious amulet on. Right now it is a pentagram, but I will buy a more fitting one later. You see an amulet around his neck. He looks up and says, "Gentlemen, my name is Theron, and I believe we are all gathered here today for one purpose. That purpose may not be clear to us yet, but I know my Lord, and he always has a purpose for his children." Yeah.
Perfect. And Muurujin, our dragon friend.
So as you're done looking at the cleric, you see me sitting next to him, and I am wearing the robes that are not as tattered, but still very quite plain. I'm predominantly white scaled with bronze inlays all about my skin, and I just kind of am looking daggers at everyone because I'm in a very unfamiliar place, in an unfamiliar land with not much memory because of a chance encounter I had with a deity.
Perfect. And last but not least, our elfin friend, Elzeiros.
You notice a dark-looking elf, very, very dark clothing, grays, blacks, lots of finely etched silver swords on his hip, and daggers. Walks over to the group and, you look like a fine group of adventurers. What can I interest you in some work?
It depends on the work.
Oh, hunting the.
I stopped playing my lute at the sound of work. Immediately move over to this group. Hello, boys. My name's Baz. Did someone mention some work?
Yes, I was just informing your friends. There's an evil of the most dark and disturbing nature out in this town. I need help hunting them.
I always getting for a good adventure, me boys. What do you think, lads?
I love the accent, by the way.
Absolutely.
What exactly are we hunting, and for what purpose?
It's evil. I mean, you're a cleric, right? Obviously, your mission in life is to
Yes.
is to stuff out evil. Just rest assured that
mine.
it'll be okay.
Okay. But continue.
Yeah. So there's this kind of an infection going around the populace. I'm working on rooting it out.
Oh, I see. An infection. That sounds terrible.
I've had an infection before. Myself. What type of infection are we talking about?
Bapef looks down. Infections can be deadly. Must root them out.
Yes, these are most deadly if you are caught alone in the woods at night. It's werewolves.
Werewolves? What is a werewolf?
What?
What is a werewolf? Do we know what werewolves are?
I believe they're the fairy type
Okay.
animals.
Yes, you know what werewolves are.
You've all
You're in
heard
a world
bedtime
of
stories and
magics,
magic, yeah.
You're in a world of magic, Geo. You're not completely ignorant.
Eric was born yesterday. Give him a break.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes y'all perfect then. That's y'all. I mean, I couldn't ask for better adventurers for this job.
Elzeiros, please give me a perception check.
All right.
Perfect.
21.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see your contact intently listening to the conversation that you're having with these fine fellows. He is set not next to the fireplace, but to the table next to the fireplace.
Oh, and here comes our employer now. Gentlemen, if you'll follow me this way, I can give you some more details on what we'll be doing.
Why not?
I cautiously wait for Albert's lead and follow behind him.
Yeah, I don't walk over there.
I've got nothing better to do, so I also join the table.
You have my lute and my lyre.
Oh, Elzeiros, are these the fine gentlemen you were telling me of?
These are at least part of them. They're very interested. They want to help.
We do have some questions, though, as well.
Please, by all means, give me some questions.
Right. So, say we do this job. What is the reward?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, is helping the common man not good enough for you, man of the cloth?
Well, I help those in need and suffering. This sounds like I'm just going to eliminate some werewolves for you, A. And B, I don't think that my skills are the best for eliminating, so to speak. I am more of the helping those that are ill. So perhaps my...
Do you, sir, know what lycanthropy is?
No, sir. Can you please explain?
Did you not know anything of the world we live in, cleric?
Pause. Are we in... Are we in wherever the campaign takes place, or do we have to teleport there?
You will figure that out.
We're in the material realm.
We're
Yeah.
in the
You don't know.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Well, so I do know many things and many creatures, but I do not know all.
I mean, lycanthropy. You get bit by a werewolf and you turn into a werewolf. It's pretty fucking gnarly, bro.
Oh.
You hear Albert pipe up from the bar and says, "It doesn't just have to be a wolf."
Fair, but in this case, it is absolutely just wolves. I promise you.
Not a large dog.
Absolutely positive. We've see, I'm a part of a group called the Harpers, and we've been tracking these werewolves for quite a while. We even injured one last full moon.
Injured. That's impressive.
Well, yeah, it's not easy hunting down, elusive pack hunters.
might I ask, exactly how does one take down a lycanthrope?
Do you all really know nothing of werewolves?
Bapef steps forward. There was one time I was in the woods. We heard legend from the Druid clan. I believe it has something to do with silver.
Yes, silvered weapons are what they're weak to.
Yes. Thank you. Finally, some sense, it seems.
I'm from a small town, boys. I do apologize. I say we should pick up some silver on our way out. But speaking of silver, about how much does this job pay?
Well, if you bring me back a werewolf, we'll pay you, let's say, 500 gold to split among the lot.
The unfortunate happens, and one of us gets bit by these werewolves. Is there such way to reverse the disease you speak of?
Aren't you a cleric? Don't.
This is where we start to get fuzzy what's meta and what's not meta.
It's not. You are a cleric. You are of a divine order. You're literally the peace domain. So you understand that you have powers to be able to heal people.
I look at Babe. I'm like, these fucking people. What the fuck?
Have they not fed themselves in the wild before? Started a fire or anything? I'm starting to doubt their abilities.
They don't seem.
Oh no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Gentlemen, forgive my naivety, but this is on you to me. I tend to help the poor and the sick. For the most part, I have very little experience in combat and in werewolves.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. You have some fine, strapping young men around you. And dragon, excuse me, sir. But...
Well, my pockets are empty, so 500 gold sounds good to me, gents.
As long as we are not hurting someone who is innocent, I am okay.
I lean over to Albert. Could you inquire about acquiring silvered weapons?
Don't worry about the silvered weapons. In fact, if you all give me your weapons, I can have them silvered for you in the for the morn to be picked up.
Very nice.
Kind of just somebody trying to steal our weapons at this point.
I mean, you'll be casting bolts, it looks like, so I don't think you really have to worry about someone stealing your staff, good sir.
Bapef is holding a club in his hand, and he's like, I can find another one.
I'm going to hand over my mace because I am not attached to it.
Baz slams down his rapier. It's brand new and it's never been used. Just pick this one up. Take it.
For those of you who might be doing ranged weaponry, you can get 20 arrows, silvered as well too, on top of your one of your weapons.
Awesome.
Perfect, gentlemen. And you see Zaldran like put them into a well-oiled cloth, and he wraps them all up. And he's like, I will see you in the morning. Until then, enjoy the festivities. We are in the springtime festival. Just be on the lookout for wolves. It is almost full moon as of tomorrow. And the commoners are a little shaky, but they've got the spirit for the springtime.
Well, I will say this: if it is the full moon tomorrow, then we should not go looking for them tomorrow. Hour with the full moon.
Albert, the only time though to find them, as we know, it would be during the full moon.
How do you know my?
They look like mate.
Because I heard your druid friend say your name.
I don't like this guy.
He's using deductive reasoning. Somebody stop him!
You're gonna have to make it 600 gold, my friend. 100 for all of us.
Oh,
How about
absolutely.
500? And the first round's on me.
I'll drink to that.
Perfect.
Bapef has no clue what money is, so he leans over to Albert. I presume you'll teach me about this.
Yeah, it's like trading acorns, bud.
Ah, yes. Barter system. Okay.
Perfect. With that, Zeltran excuses himself. He gives Elzeiros the knowing nod where to meet them in the city center tomorrow in the Harper hideout. So he'll be the one to lead us there on the morning.
Awesome.
Very well.
So, with that being said, you all have purpose. You can enjoy the festivities and talk to some of the people, the barkeep, if you wish. But what do we do from here?
I say we grab a drink, boys. Hey, Pef, you got any of those acorns?
I do actually. He pulls out a couple of acorns from his satchel. He's like, I was gonna save these for a snack later, but I assume that's how this works. And puts like 3 acorns on the top of the counter.
No, I said it's like trading acorns. Not many people here actually enjoy the fine taste. They want the gold shiny things.
Oh, so strange.
Sir,
What use are these coins? Can you eat them?
You trade them for food, which you eat. Yeah.
Bapef is completely baffled. He's like, I need a demonstration, please.
So pretend you had 3 acorns, but someone had a chicken, and you're like, "Hey, I'll trade you these 3 acorns for that chicken," and they're like, "Okay," and they get the acorns, and you get the chicken. Now you just have to replace the shiny things with the acorns.
Why don't we just use acorns and chickens?
Hey, dwarf. How many beers can we get for acorns and chickens?
Acorns? 0 drinks for acorns.
I rake the acorns back, and I just put a silver on the bar.
Well, for silver, I can maybe give you all a round in that case.
Only 5. I'll take a water, please.
Water for me too, please.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay, so there's still going to be 2 more drinks here. So does anybody else want 2?
Bapef catches a whiff of one of these brews, and he's like, ooh, sounds like some good hooch down from the holler. I have known to take part in these festivities in that time or two. I will happily double up.
Sir, did you know you were dirty as shit?
What? I take a look around. Do I even notice that I'm, like, that different?
I mean, do you?
Not really. I probably smell wretched.
You absolutely do, sir.
My apologies. I'll get some fresh beeswax from a hive tomorrow and clean myself up.
The dwarf, the barkeeper, goes ahead and pockets the silver and starts pouring out drinks.
Yeah, E Bapef takes one of these drinks, takes a whiff, and just downs it.
Bazzlo joins him.
This is very different from what I've tasted. Tastes a bit weaker than what I'm used to.
What? That was a proper beer, boys?
Gentlemen, are you staying for the festivities this week?
What sort of festivities are we talking about?
Well, we have the Great Goose Chase tomorrow.
I am one for chasing gooses. What kind of gooses and where?
Can we capture them and eat them?
You cannot eat this goose. His name is Harold, and he's a Daggerford pride here.
I do not understand your customs.
Well, if you're
Care about animals?
What's that?
Aren't you supposed to care about animals?
Yes, but there are certain animals in the right circumstance that are for eating. I figured this was a festival of food when you mentioned birds.
Harold is the harbinger of summer here in these parts. You will not be roasting our Harold.
Very well. I'm very confused. I just looked down. So
Sounds like
strange.
quite a fellow. I hope to meet him then.
Well, absolutely. You can be in the city center tomorrow. The annual goose chase will take place then.
You can count me in.
Oh yes, and there's a cash prize of a big golden egg as well.
A golden egg.
Many great things with that egg. I can help so many in need.
I say we fancy ourselves a goose chase before we go, lads.
I still don't understand why we're bringing out birds and not eating them. What? This is so silly to me.
You'll see in time, Bapef. Maybe once you've spoken a thing or two to this beast, you may change your mind.
Perhaps.
Bapef, have you ever played Wrestle the Pig?
Of course.
I believe this is very similar to that.
Yes, it was a rite of passage when I was a wee lad.
Yes. So it's like that, except they chase a goose.
Okay. Very well.
Give me a group perception check.
What does a passive 15?
Nat 20.
Nat 1.
14.
In all things there are bounds.
Perfect.
I want
You, with that group perception check, you notice that there's a gentleman behind you all, listening intently from across the room. He looks like he's about to try to make his move and come talk to you.
Does he look like interested? Or like?
He's a tall man, in some actually like pretty regal clothing in that case.
Is it as regal as mine? Not that it's mine, but it's well kept.
It's more regal in the sense it's regal and it's more let's say flamboyant as well.
Orion.
I'm gonna lean over to Albert. Yeah, with my roll, I'm gonna lean over to Albert. There's a man over there watching us.
I cast my eyes upon him.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh, I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Well, give me a stealth check anyway.
We want him to know.
That's a nat 20.
He does not notice that you are looking at him.
If he starts to come up, I would like to position myself on the other side of E Bapef for right now.
Do you boys notice this guy looking at
I'm
us
gonna
behind
start
us?
slowly walking up to him.
I will follow your lead.
I'm gonna cautiously stay behind you guys.
Good sir, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
I stay at the bar.
what can I do for you?
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Ilmater?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, yes, I've heard of Ilmater. What do you want?
Ilmater takes suffering from those who suffer. He burdens himself to, he takes your burdens, is what I'm meaning to say.
Sir, are you looking for gold from me?
No, absolutely not. Well, I do take donations. It kind of keeps me going. But I have one more question. Tell me what burdens you, sir.
I mean, if I'm being honest, my Burgermeister is in need of help, and I've actually come to Daggerford to help find some fine adventurers to come help free him.
Well,
He actually needs curing, if I must be honest.
I believe I may be of aid here. Can you tell me more about what he is ill with?
She's well, it's not him. It's Irina. She's afflicted with this wound and it just will not heal. She languishes and we have no way to save her of this menace. We're a small village, probably 2 days walk from here.
I see. Where did this wound originate from? Do you know?
Plenty of evil. I believe it has something to do with the werewolves at the moment.
Werewolves. We've heard about these werewolves. They seem to be pests.
That's one way of putting them. Look, I must get going. But here's this letter if you are interested.
I take the letter.
Perfect.
And how to reach you, is that included in the details of the letter?
You will find me, at the Burgermeister's place. But yes, it does definitely tell you where to go.
Okay.
Hey.
What's up?
Morning.
I can't hear you.
He's talking to the dog.
Oh, okay. Geo. Here you go. You can choose to share that with your compatriots if you would like.
Yeah.
Oh, Dion, bring that letter over here and show the fine companions.
Yes, let me take a quick look at this. Hello. I'll just read it out loud. I've got nothing to hide. Hail to thee of might and valor, I, a lowly servant of Barovia, send honor to thee. We plead for thy so desperately needed assistance. The love of my life, Irina Corleana, has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound, and I would have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all that might be had to thee and thy fellows, if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, for her time is at hand. All that I have shall be thine. Signed, Corleon Idurovich, the Burgermaster. Well, gentlemen, it seems we
writing
have...
from the first age?
What?
Was he writing from the first age?
Yes.
You also notice a seal on this letter. Let me find it for you.
Wax seal or like a seal?
Like a wax seal.
the water pipe.
Is everybody passing this note around? I take it then.
I'm gonna motion to Zelbron.
So that is the seal that is upon it. So Zelron had left for the hideout.
Wow. I look at the seal as I get the letter passed to me to take a look. Impressive.
Miles, can you give me a history check?
All right, 20.
Perfect. Your eyes perk up at that crest. You know exactly whose crest that is.
So, you know how we were supposed to hunt werewolves?
Yes. Yes, and the one.
What if I
werewolf-
told you that the werewolves might not be the only thing we're gonna look into?
What do you mean?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I've been working with these Harpers for a while, and they pay well. They pay very well. There might be the opportunity for more work after these werewolves are taken care of.
Well, are you saying that this letter came from the Harpers?
No, but they'll be very interested to hear about it. I should go talk to them.
Well, you said we will be looking into more than werewolves. What else are we looking into?
I don't know yet. I have lots of questions as well. But let's just say that there's probably a lot more going on here.
I see.
It would seem this is the opportunity for us to kill two birds with one stone.
I would have to agree.
If we go find this woman, and we say we have to put her out of her misery, then
we will not be doing such thing.
Do we get to eat the birds?
we do not eat the birds. We won't be doing what thing?
We will not be harming the those that cannot defend themselves.
No, a werewolf is definitely able to defend itself.
But what if we can cure it first?
Yes, I'm saying when that fails, we just have our werewolf, and we can both quest at once.
Alright, lads, so we get the golden egg,
Go to first.
find the goose, try to keep Bapef from eating it. We go kill ourselves a couple of furry boys, and we head on back to old Lucy, or what's her name, and see if we can't cure her before we put her out of her misery.
This is a solid plan.
Do we have to
I'm back here for
these things?
beer pine cones.
Is everybody in agreement on the course of action?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Well, do we have time to do all these things?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And with that, Elzeiros actually departs from the conversation quickly. He leaves you with few words, and do you have something to say as you lead off to find the Harpers?
Just have a good time. Don't get too drunk. This might be the last night you're alive. Werewolves are very, very nasty.
Perfect. And with that, Elzeiros drops out, runs out. You gentlemen are left to the devices of the night. I am going to drop down one channel real quick with Miles. Find lodging, roleplay a little bit, but we'll be right back.
Bapef, having two of these beers off the table, speaks to Albert. These beers were a lot stronger than I thought they would be. Based on their smell, normally we drink a type of... looks down at his hand again for words that he's learned from Albert, and says, liquor.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
I'm fine with sleeping outside tonight, as the full moon is tomorrow, but
before we go to bed, gentlemen, I fear that we have not been told the whole truth.
Ah,
I fear
yes.
that there might be.
Oh, you fear that you couldn't just tell that?
Yeah. Well, I'm just communicating it. I'd be very wary of this Elzeiros fellow.
I will tell you something I have picked up from the woodland creatures from where I dwell. Wolves do better together, so keep that in mind going forward.
Yes, you'll definitely not want to sleep outside tonight, Bapef. If there are werewolves on the prowl, if we're at least you and I together, we'll have a much better chance.
Very well.
I can play you boys a nice Dancing Lights cantrip flute song if you need to have some nightlight. Bapef does seem like the type to maybe sleep with the nightlight.
Perhaps. In the summertime, from where I come from, we would collect a certain type of insect that glowed for those children in our coven that would be scared of the night.
Can I get a perception check from everybody but Bapef?
Okay, DM. What does a 20 get me, Bob?
21.
Okay,
13.
21. Yeah, you guys all see is I have a blue hooded robe, so my hood is up most of the time. You just see me taking some small snacks from the bar and placing them in my hood. And when I bring my hand out, there's no food there anymore.
What in the fuck did I just witness, boys?
Seems there is another one of us here.
Huh? I look, because I wasn't paying attention to you guys. I look over, I'm like, huh?
Albert, do you have a friend you would like to introduce us to?
This is just Silver. And you see me pull my cloak down for the first time, and I have long, like, going gray already hair, but brown and gray. And you see a small pseudo-dragon sitting on my shoulder.
What a cute little guy.
What's
Silver
his name?
color. This is Silver because of his color. He was given to me by my my apprentice or my master while I was in.
Oh, does he know any tricks?
Bapef pipes up, he likes pets, but I would be cautious around his teeth. He doesn't like being touched on his head.
He's you didn't even know he was here until this point, and I take another small snack and I hold up to him, and he goes, and the snack in front of him freezes, and then he devours it.
Freezes, interesting.
He is a cute fellow.
All right, gentlemen. So the hearth starts to die down, and the commoners start to slowly filter out for the night. It's closing time, as they say. This place is an inn. You can also find other accommodations if you would like. As people filter out, Elzeiros comes back within, let's say, 2 hours or so, and joins you both all at the table for some closing remarks before we close the night out.
Elzeiros, you came back.
Yes, and I'm afraid I have less answers than we started with.
What do you mean? How can you have less answers than 0?
The symbol or the seal on this letter is from a house that went extinct centuries ago. There are rumors that the last head of the house made a nefarious deal in order to save his wife. So the fact that we are receiving a letter from this house and it mentions the sick wife is troubling. And the Harpers know nothing about it.
Perhaps it is a trap.
My screen was frozen. My stream, so I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, but it's a really elaborate trap. And I mean, is anyone here important enough for a trap?
Albert and his bird look pretty important.
What was the name of the house? Do you know?
Yes, it was Strahd.
Strahd.
Von Zarovich. Not Strahd. That was my bad.
Von Strahd.
Oh, okay.
And this is an Irna.
Irina,
sorry. I have horrible handwriting.
Handwriting. You wrote that all by yourself?
Yeah.
I got his letter. I was like, oh, this is just as bad as my handwriting after 10 beers.
I got worst.
Say that again.
I said I have got to have the worst handwriting out of anybody in the group. There's no way you could get worse than me. Ben's seen it.
Yeah, it's hieroglyphics.
So, what is the thought for the staying of the night? Where is everybody going to crash tonight?
I go up to the dwarf and I'm like, my friend, I don't think I've even gotten your name.
Wow, someone actually asked my name. That's crazy. My name's Thornton Stonebreaker. I am the owner and the purveyor of this fine establishment.
Hey, how's it going, Thor?
It's going. Everybody's leaving. It's about time to hit the hay.
How much is lodging at your fine establishment?
Oh, were you talking to that Harper over there by chance?
Yes.
Yes. Are you his newfound adventurers that he's been looking for?
It would seem to be so for the time being.
Bapef
yes.
reaches in his pocket and starts rummaging around for acorns.
But acorns, no, we don't need acorns in this situation.
Okay.
Your room and board for the night has been paid. You're good to choose a room if you would like.
Very well. Do you have keys for these rooms?
Yes, and he hands out a multitude of keys, and some of you might remember this tavern, but upstairs there is rooms for people to crash in.
Oh shit, we're back here. I didn't even realize it till right now. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Before we head out, shall we say a prayer?
All right.
I
Those who
immediately
want-
stand up and walk upstairs.
Yeah. Hey, you don't want to.
Maybe do that in your own quarters.
Well, I thought I'd ask. If you want to join me, I will be praying for the next 4 hours, as I only need 4 hours of sleep.
I want to talk to the bartender real quick.
All
I
right.
will stick around too. I'm gonna stick around.
As an aside, without the group knowing.
Oh, God damn it!
I'm down here. I'm down here. I didn't go upstairs. I'm down here.
You all walk off, and Lazar orders one more round of ale. So yes, womp womp.
Come on, Theron, let's go say a prayer in the cigar lounge.
God damn it, dude.
Bapef,
I feel like we're doing the things they don't want us to do, and they're having to improvise on the go.
That's okay. It's part of the game.
fuck it. But I will say that Bapef and I take the king bed.
Yeah. Is that why you moved me down? You were like, we're getting a big bed.
Oh yeah, I was like, don't go up there. We're going down here, dude.
I will say, as you followed me up the stairs, I immediately went to the most modest accommodation, and you were like, no.
I'm not quite at Tezcat's cost of living, but I'm a little bit up there.
It's so weird not just thinking kill everything.
It's good though.
Look at RP. Just imagine you're at the Renfest, bro. Just
Yeah. Last campaign, I was just murder. If they don't give me what I want on the first try, just murder.
oh,
He was-
man, you're all about Jesus.
No, it's the opposite.
All right, Theron. Since you didn't go back up, you just see the bartender and Elzeiros essentially make a transaction. He hands over some coins. They shake on it, and they're off to bed.
I presume, I'm thinking to myself, that is for, never mind, I'm not gonna say anything. Can I do any more actions here with Thornton?
Thornton's trying to clean up if you want to try to buy something, those kinds of things, but that's really about it.
Well, I'm gonna go pray.
Thornton gives you a regards. People, or before you leave, people aren't too big on the religion thing. We live in a world of gods, and we all got to worship one technically. But man, chill out a little bit.
Hail Satan.
But it is who I am, and it is what I must do.
Oh well, then by golly, enjoy yourself.
Have fun with that.
Perfect. So with that, is anybody doing anything before they go to sleep? Any of those kinds of things?
I am gonna sit and pray for just a minute, my God. Just as a before bed thing. And I'm gonna look at E Bapef and say, "Hey, check this out." And he sees me make some hand gestures and go, and sees a spectral hand appear, and it closes the door behind us, and it just makes the bed extra fluffy, and then it goes and scratches him on the head.
Bapef puts his hand on the bed after he sees it rise significantly, like a couple 2 inches more of padding. And I'm like, I could get used to this. The ground is rough.
Yes, magic, Bapef. This is magic.
Yes, I know of such things.
Theron, Bazzlo, Muurujin, is there anything that you're trying to prepare before tomorrow? Anything that you guys want to do or say?
Nope. I think I'm just really tired and going to bed.
Just laying down.
Awesome. All right. With that, it is the next day. Thornton is behind the bar. There's a couple of commoners in enjoying a breakfast. So as you guys come downstairs, is there anything that you want to ask Thornton before we head off on our adventure?
Well, not Thornton per se, but Elzeiros, I saw a conversation with you and the barkeep last night in exchange for some coin. Would you care to share?
With that, you hear Thornton behind the bar go, "Oi! You dirty covered skin man, come here. I have a chicken for you. It only will cost you 3 acorns."
Nom 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 nom.
He hands you a live chicken.
I was actually quite famished from my journey here. Haven't eaten anything significant in about 2 days. So I gladly pulled how many acorns? 2?
3 acorns.
3 acorns right out of my pocket. I'm like, that's a fair trade.
Thornton looks over at Elzeiros and just gives him a wink.
I grab the chicken and I just crank its neck.
Oh my God.
Everybody give me a constitution check except for Bapef.
And immediately begin feverishly plucking the feathers.
Bapef, maybe outside.
Okay.
Yeah, people aren't used to that stuff in the city.
Theron, with your constitution check, you grow up.
Oi,
Oh,
Thornton.
God.
I have something worth a little bit more than acorns and whatnot. Do you happen to have anything else for sale? Say possibly some tarts or a feather.
You're gonna. You already have all that stuff. Just as a heads up, you start out with it.
Okay.
But if you are looking to head to the general store, we do have one.
Sounds good. Hey, Pep, hurry up, finish your chicken. We've got another bird to catch.
Yes, of course. Albert, can we go outside and make a small fire? Perhaps make some breakfast.
At this point, perhaps you cook it on the hearth.
You're breaking up real bad.
Perhaps you just cook it in the hearth, right here.
Brilliant
Thorn,
idea.
You can't gut that chicken in this goddamn establishment.
What?
Take that outside.
So strange.
You can cook it in here. You can cook it in here. You just can't gut it in here.
This way.
Do you have looks down at my hand again. Do you have faculties that I can use to cook this chicken?
I mean, there's a spit right there on the hearth.
Oh, brilliant.
Miles, you get a 1d6 inspiration for that, by the way.
Ooh.
I'm guessing you all have breakfast. Bapef kicks this fucking chicken. We'll go ahead and say everybody's well rested, has a full belly. What is the plan at the moment for you all?
I say let's head over to the city square and see about catching a goose.
Perfect.
I walk up to the table of Thornton and I just slap the guts of the bird and the bones from me eating on the table, and I'm like, "Hey, where do you guys dispose of this stuff?"
Did you see that barrel over there?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Put it in that barrel.
All right, gotcha. I go and I put the stuff in the barrel, and I'm walking out with everybody else, eating the last haunch of chicken leg.
All right. So you all, take a nice jaunty walk down to the town square here. You see commoners circling around and chanting, "Goose, goose, goose, goose." It seems almost as if there is a makeshift arena going on here. Yeah. Can you all give me a perception check?
Yay, I get to roll. Nat 20.
Perfect.
We're not hitting those at any other point.
Nope.
As you crest the corner, you see the townsfolk circled around a giant goose. A goose that is much larger than those that you have found in the wild. And you see a couple commoners trying to wrestle it to the ground and pin it to the ground.
I get incredibly excited from the description of it being similar to a hog run from Albert, and I'm gonna try to go grab this thing.
Bapef, maybe how you excuse me, commoner, sir.
Yes. What can I do for you?
If my friend here wishes to join in the wrestling of your goose, what must he do to enter?
I mean, he can just wrestle the goose. That's the whole point.
All right,
The
Bapef.
annual goose chase.
I haven't had good fun like this in a long time. I'm gonna go try to wrestle this thing.
All right. How are you going to try to wrestle this thing?
I'm gonna try to grab it by the neck and pin it down to the ground just to control its head.
All right. Can you give me a strength check?
$19.
Okay, so you
grab this goose around the neck and you try to pin it down with all your might, but this thing's not budging. This thing is giant compared to you.
I yell back to Albert, can I get a hand here?
No, I'm not a rep. Perhaps one of our fellow companions help you.
I kind of say it openly to the group. Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to E Bapef and I want to touch him and give him some guidance. I'm gonna say, deep down, I know you can do this. And walk away.
And E Bapef, do remember, please don't kill the goose.
Yes, I had my bird for the day. The small animal that I require for sustenance every day has died already.
That's a D4, by the way.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me another strength check.
Come on, big money, no whammies. God. Should I even roll the +4?
No, perfect.
Also, your character is dead, it looks like. You don't have any health?
Interesting. I'll fix that.
Thank you. So with you trying to pin this goose, it gets back up and looks up at you and starts flapping its wings quite heavily at you. This goose is pissed off, and I'm gonna need you to roll initiative.
Awesome.
Everyone or...
Everybody roll initiative, but right now it is only the giant goose and E Bapef.
Okay. I don't know why my health isn't popping up. But I'm just gonna... And my health is 10 plus my thing, so I have 11 health.
Where is initiative? There it is.
Well, that works too, I guess. I'll figure it out in a second.
As the goose begins to flap its wings and squawk, you see more commoners start to pile out. Oh, it's the springtime goosing! Yeah! They all seem really stoked about the pissed off goose.
Out of my companions, who looks physically the strongest?
Give me a perception check.
No one.
That's funny.
Not 20. Jesus Christ.
Goddamn, save some of those for when we need them.
Yeah, man. We do need him right now. It's Goose.
I honestly think Bapef is probably the strongest one of the group here.
Out of the companions that aren't fighting the goose, I'm asking who I can tell to tag in.
Oh.
We're all in though, right? We're all like.
Not technically, no. It is only Bapef who is in the arena with the goose right now.
I'd also like to do something at whenever my turn rolls up between you and me, DM.
I'm not fighting the fucking goose. I'm not fighting a fucking goose. That's dumb.
You don't kill chickens and you don't kill gooses. We all know that.
So, first and foremost, it seems like wrestling the goose is a pretty normal thing here. You look around at your companions, and you markedly notice that none of them are much stronger than you are, Albert.
That's scary.
I asked you if not having strength is gonna fuck us.
I told you to have some strength. I told you to play a cleric with some strength, and you fucking ignored that wildly, Mr. Negative One.
Hold
Why
on.
is that up?
You're not gonna hit shit yet.
I whip out my loot. All right, I'm gonna play this goose song. I'm gonna back Bapef up. So I'm gonna step into the ring and throw down vicious mockery.
Hold on.
We were in,
It's not your
I'll-
turn.
I'll-
He's building the little combat thing.
Yeah. So are you're joining in on this then with Bapef? Yes. Okay. Cool. So you can go ahead and go. I'll
up front with you, this is not a fight to the death. This is just some shenanigans for you all to learn how combat works, for that who haven't.
Okay. Then I'll step in, fingering my small crystal I pulled out of my pocket.
Perfect. No spells. It's all physical combat. Just outside.
Yeah.
Just pushing and shoving. Yeah.
Yeah, pushing and shoving. Perfect. So Bazzlo, you are actually up first.
Alright, so I need to make a unarmed strike.
Yes, or you can try to grapple the goose.
Oh,
A 17 hits, yes.
gosh, I heard it. Is there any way to like have it like basically my damage can drop it to 1 and not kill it?
Yeah, I think that's a thing.
Your unarmed
I choose not
strike.
to kill it. Okay.
Yeah, you can. You'll be fine, I promise.
Okay.
All right, so 1 damage to the goose in that case.
Boy,
It
goose.
is-
I'm someone your own size.
It is the giant goose's turn. He is going to actually turn to Bazzlo and give him the old beak. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
All right. You take 1 damage. The goose rears up and like takes a peck at you and hits you right in the arm.
Oh,
E Bapef, it is your turn.
I want to take my action and try to, as I'm wrestling around with this goose's neck, to talk it down and submit.
Ooh, I like it. Roll me. How does this go?
So I'm going to basically use my animal handling abilities to try to communicate with this goose. I see it square in the eyes, and I'm like, come on, there's a whole group of people around you. Just lay down.
Give me a nature and a persuasion.
There's a 9. And I'm going to use my D4 on that.
What does the goose
So
sound
that's a
like?
10.
Is it a car alarm?
And an 11. So I got a 10
It's a
and an
giant
11.
Goose. 10 and an 11. Perfect. So the goose still struggles with you. He's not struggling as much. Is that still, or is that that's your action, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Muju, it
You
is
just
your
call
go.
me Moo, if that's easier.
Moo, yeah.
Okay. Well, while the goose is being distracted by Bapef, I get as close as I can and try and strike the goose.
All right. Cool.
Unarmored strike.
Yep.
So what do I roll for here?
There should be an unarmed strike in your character sheet.
Right
Okay.
below your, armored or your armed strike, there's always your unarmed strike. Yep.
Perfect. A 9 does not hit in this case. So you take a swing at the giant goose, and it like steps out of your way. Surprisingly nimble for such a creature of a large size.
Okay, cool.
Theron, it is your go.
I'm so conflicted right now.
Let me know when I can do something, Mike.
Yep. You're on the list.
Okay. Yep, I'm not trying to fight. But
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not trying to fight either. What do I do? I am gonna go up to Moo. I'm gonna whisper in his ear. Please calm this giant goose down for us. And I'm gonna give him a D4.
So how long does it take to cast that, or what is the cast on?
Guidance. Oh, it's a concentration, but it's an
Yeah.
action.
It's a concentration, and you didn't have to do it on me anymore because I used it. Is it an action, though? The time?
It is an action.
Yeah, because I got the same shit.
Yeah, and that's it.
Albert, it is your go.
I just want to send little Silver up for a loop and just kind of get a lay of the see, who the fuck's here, what the fuck's going on.
Nice.
Gotcha. So you send Silver around in the loop, and really, it is just a bunch of commoners chanting at this giant goose that your companions are fighting here.
And with the rest of my turn, I just yell, "Hey, Beth, get it done!"
Elzeiros, it is your go.
I'm going to. Do we have a map?
Yeah.
I'm going to walk up and bop the goose on the nose.
Give me an unarmored strike.
Notice he said bop and not boop. Here.
Fucking A, Miles can roll those dice.
It's the heaviest bop I've ever seen.
And I'm just going to say bad goose.
Can we roll damage on that too?
Yeah.
So it would be a 2 in that case.
Hold on.
Go ahead and roll it again.
Yeah, that didn't look right.
Is there no dice for unarmed?
It's a
1d4.
Yeah, it's just show me a number 1.
It's a D4.
1d4, roll 2d4.
Yeah, roll 2d4.
Right, D&D Beyond is just being funky. 5 plus strength 5.
As you bop this goose on the nose, it gives out a honk, and it just looks at you super confused as to why you would boop it on the snout as it's fighting your companions here. Bazzlo, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to wrestle this giant goose.
All right, I'm gonna need you to give me a strength check.
Am I next, Davis?
The goose is next in the order.
I was gonna say, can we do it together?
So the giant goose resists your weakling little barred arms as it flings you off. The giant goose is now looking at Elzeiros and is going to go ahead and make a honk and as well as a beak strike in that case. Does a 11 hit. Elzeiros.
What?
Does an 11 hit?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Okay, cool. With that, it is now your turn, E Bapef.
I'm gonna wrestle.
All right, give me a strength check.
Oh. Come on! Gosh darn goose! I yell out with the rest of my turn. You're much tougher than the boars that I used to wrestle with.
Yes, as you wrestle this goose, it honks at you one more time, but to no avail. Moo, it is your go.
Okay, DM. What was cast on me previously? At the end?
Yep. So for you've got an extra 1d4 to your hit roll. So when you roll an armed strike, you can decide to roll a 1d4 with it.
Okay. Thank you. Well, I will this time not try to be sneaky, but stand next to E Bapef and try and see how the goose handles 2 targets at once in its line of sight, and I will try an unarmed strike here.
Perfect.
And how do I add that 1d4? Do I do custom here?
Yep, custom.
Do your normal roll first, though.
Oh,
Yep.
thank you.
Yeah.
7.
I wouldn't.
Now roll a 1d4.
There. 1.
1.
As you swing at this goose, it majestically just turns its head away from you and honk. All right, Theron, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let out a deep sigh. Can't believe we're actually doing this. I'm gonna look up at the sky and I'm gonna say a prayer. Oh, El Mater, please help my companions deal with this. I don't want to say nuisance, but it is the most annoying of events we find ourselves in. Please bless Bapef and Moo. And so I just gave you guys a D4 for the next, I think it's like 10 minutes. What's up?
Which spell is that?
It's not a spell, it's part of my cleric abilities. Emboldening Bond. As an action, you can choose the number of willing creatures within 30 feet of you. This can equal to your proficiency bonus. You create a magical bond among them for 10 minutes or until you use this feature again. While any bonded creature is within 30 feet of another, the creature can roll a d4 and add the number to an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw it makes. Each creature can add a d4 no more than once per turn.
Perfect. All right, Albert, what would you like to do here?
I am going to just use prestidigitation and clean off Bapef slightly.
I'm building up a sweat.
As you cast prestidigitation, there's a small crackling, and it looks like these tiny little hands, like you put on the back of a pencil, come and just start wiping Bapef off ever so slightly.
And that is my turn.
Elzeiros. Or Zeros, however you spell it or say it. It is your turn.
I don't even know. I did randomizer for it, so however we want. You know what? I'll get in this dog pile. Why not?
All right. So actually, I want you to roll a strength check with advantage now.
Ooh. Well, that's good. 14.
14. You have grappled this goose. Finally, someone has grappled this goose. It's honking wildly, but you have its neck firmly in your hands. Perfect.
I'm gonna look at the druid and just say, "What now?"
Hold it. It will calm soon.
Bazzlo, it is your turn.
I would like to. So the giant goose is restrained.
So he's grappled, but we got to do grapple pin.
Him.
Just an
Okay,
FYI. It's another successful grapple.
Okay. Let's see if I have anything to like.
Meta, smite him.
Hey, I remember
Just to let him know that there are levels to grapple. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and try to do that.
Gotcha. Give me a strength check with advantage, please.
Hell.
Yeah. So this bard and Elzeiros here have now pinned the goose to the ground. It is honking wildly and flapping its wings as it's like belly down with its neck up.
Can I get a count, ref?
So it is the giant goose's turn now, and Bazzlo and Elzeiros, I need you to make a strength saving throw with advantage, both of you.
And that's the other strength. Yes.
He also does that with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, when you're pinned, it's disadvantage. They're just locked up and they can't move as well.
Absolutely, yeah, we're good there. I thought you meant like Bazzlo does it. Okay.
Mhm.
I need one from you, L.
Make sure you right click.
What I meant was they get advantage and the goose is disadvantaged.
Yep.
Yeah.
Track it. Okay.
Or on both.
4 on 4. Yeah, that's the advantage. All right, this goose breaks free.
Oh no!
It rolled a fucking 10 with disadvantage. All right, so the goose is now grappled. It's not pinned. I'll at least do that. Bapef, it is your turn.
I'm taking this guy down. Come here, you little goose. And I get advantage with grapple, right?
Yes.
So
And
I'm
the
gonna
D4
do
if you choose to use it.
plus the D4 if I don't make it, which I'm gonna have to do.
Don't even roll the d4. You do not successfully grapple this goose or pin this goose.
A strong beast. Keep trying, gentlemen.
Moo, it is your turn.
Yeah, I will also try and grapple the goose.
Give me a strength check, sir, with advantage.
And the 4.
All right, the goose is now pinned to the ground, honking and squawking. Theron, it is your turn.
It's up to you guys too.
I'm gonna walk over to Elzeiros. Brother, please pin this goose down. I'm gonna cast guidance on him.
Those are both concentration spells, or
Yep.
Nope.
no?
Nope. My emboldening bond is not a spell. It is a peace domain
Oh,
feature.
hell yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
But those d4s can't stack, can they?
Well, he doesn't have one.
No, you,
Yeah.
He only
no,
has
they don't.
one.
Yeah, so now he has one. So now Moo, Bapef have one for 10 minutes, and everybody else has
Perfect.
guidance.
Albert, as you sit back and watch the clown fiesta in front of you, what do you do, sir? Oh, is
Walking dogs, maybe?
maybe walking dogs. All right. Oh,
Yeah, but
there he is.
I'm sorry. I don't really have shit prepared that's useful for this. So we're gonna clean Bapef off a little bit more.
and with that, the crackle happens again, and those little tiny baby hands just come out and slowly clean more dirt off of his face this time.
Did you know that Theron gave you a +4 and told you to grapple? Were you there for that?
I went up to Elzeiros, not Albert.
Those are
Oh, okay.
Not to me. I'm not wrestling a fucking
Yeah,
goose.
he's like, I am too classy.
That's my turn. That's it.
Perfect. Elzeiros, it is your turn.
well, if we keep failing at this, Bapef will eventually get clean.
It's win-win.
Um,
Win-win.
I'm gonna, I guess, try and pin him down to the ground.
Perfect. Give me a strength check with advantage.
Ooh. Oh, come on. I'm gonna use that D4 as well.
All right. Perfect.
12 total.
Perfect. All right. So he is down for the count on 1. A commoner is bust in and just starts hitting the ground. 1. It is now your go, Bazzlo. Give me a strength check to continue your grapple.
Grapple. Okay, I'm still grapple. Advantage still?
Yes, sir.
Bazzlo been lifting.
Perfect. The commoner slaps the thing or his hand on the ground. 2, and the giant goose is. It is the giant goose's turn. I need Bazzlo, Elzeiros, and Bapef to. Oop. What?
No, dogs. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. To give me a strength saving throw, please. Not a strength check, a saving throw.
A 6.
Add 2 to mine. It should be 10.
Okay. Perfect. With that, he does not buck anybody off. Ben, give me a strength check with advantage.
20.
There you go, buddy.
Finally.
With that last one, the goose gives out a honk, a defeated honk, and lays his beak on the ground as the commoner slaps the ground one more time. And it's like, there we have it. We've got our new goose chase champions. And the crowd just starts going crazy over this fucking giant goose. The goose gets up and looks dejected and like kicks his feet and honks off or waddles off.
I'd like to tell the goose that he was a good sport as he was leaving.
He turns and looks at you and goes in a sad honk, and just waddles off into the corner. He's now eating grain from one of these commoners' hands.
Gentlemen, I know we won, but it also kind of feels like we didn't.
Well, I used prestidigitation for the next minute on the giant goose to get him cleaned up.
Yes, as Bapef has been grappling with this giant goose who is strangely clean, he's gotten much dirtier since wrestling with Bapef for some reason.
You know what they say, boys? You can wrestle a giant goose, you can wrestle a werewolf.
Dirty geese become
what they
ducks.
Whose literature is that?
Perfect. Let's take a 5-minute break there, and be back. Or we'll be back at 8 o'clock. Does that sound good for everybody? Is everybody back?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm here. Oh, my camera's not on. I didn't even realize.
All right. Cool. So getting back into it. So as the people are shouting, "Goose champions! Goose champions!" A commoner walks over and with a little or a big, pretty good size, what looks to be a golden egg on a pillow, and presents it to you all.
I step forward. And I look into the commoner's eyes. And I was like, was this egg given willingly? Eggs are valuable.
Sir, this isn't a real egg.
Oh.
He just looks at you stunned. It's like, is this guy about to hurt me? Like,
I'm gonna just grab the egg and thank him.
Best to just hold on to that for now.
Nope.
perfect.
Very well.
No eating the egg there.
Add a golden egg to your inventory.
Gotcha.
Or whoever took it. I think it was the...
Yeah, who grabbed it?
You tapped it?
I did.
Okay.
All right.
That's worth a lot of pine cones, boys.
Albert and Elzeiros, can you guys give me a perception check?
$14.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I was trying to add an egg.
You're good.
12.
Perfect. So, actually, Albert, you see that Zeleron is like leaning up against the broken wall for this makeshift arena, just looking at you guys and laughing and clapping along with the commoners.
It appears we have a guest friend.
Might that be? Shall we go say hi?
Might as well at this point.
I give the wide berth to the giant goose.
Gentlemen, what a fine show you've put on. I see you've won the coveted golden egg of Daggerford.
Hey, about how much do you think we could fetch for this golden egg here?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen the golden egg up close before. It's a trophy they kind of hand out annually.
So what's next here? What is there anything else to be done with the golden egg, or is this just something we keep for ourselves?
I mean, fuck if I know.
Okay.
I walk up. How many acorns
Yeah.
is that?
Is it
egg?
actually gold? Can we do a invest? Is it gold? The egg? Is it actually gold?
Is someone gonna give me an investigation check? Whoever has the egg.
I would assume it
I have
is.
Let's find out. 9.
You see that the egg appears to be gold. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, it's gold. Pure gold.
Uh,
How large is this egg? Is it like regular chicken size large, or like because it was a giant goose? Is it like this giant?
It's a
egg?
larger than normal egg. It's about half the size of like a football.
Would you say it's like 3 kilos of gold?
I don't know.
I'm asking you.
Pine cones is it worth?
I'm trying to know how many acorns I can get for this.
Acorns.
Well, you're gonna have to ask someone else that is inside the world you're living in.
Right, boys, let's take this down to the general store and see if we can't get some.
Gentlemen, would you,
I remind the group, we are still lacking weapons. We need to get with our contact.
look, the man who is talking sense here. Yes, follow me into my humble shop here real quick.
Oh, yeah, boys, he's a shopkeeper. I had no idea.
this is the guy we met earlier, right?
Yes, correct. Also, please take notes. Please, God, take notes.
Yeah.
All right, so you all cram into this individual's what seems to be a little shop, and he gives you all a wink and pushes a button, and a trap floor opens up beneath you.
Oh, look, the hideout.
Perfect. So as you all follow him down the stairs here, you see an individual just kind of like hammering and tinkering away on what is your weapons laid out in front of him. Zeron looks to you. I think Jimmy is almost done here, and I think tonight's the first full moon. So
What do you mean by full moon? What's the problem with the full moon?
We're hunting wolves.
Werewolves.
Werewolves, where they gain their power on the full moon and they
Are
show
you
their.
saying Jimmy is a werewolf?
No, Jimmy is not a werewolf. Jimmy is, as you can see, just a normal dwarf.
Anyone speak dwarf here?
Jimmy speaks common. I can assure you.
I walk up to the bench that Jimmy is standing at, eager to retrieve my weapon. I take a look over. Is my weapon there?
Which one's your weapon?
The club.
I don't really know how to respond a silver club, but I put this spike on it.
Perfect. We used to do that with wolf's teeth.
Ah, quaint, very quaint.
I appreciate your efforts. We will probably need it going forward.
No, absolutely. Once you're back from fighting the wolves, we can also make more modifications to your weapons.
Can I give this guy a once up?
Once up, yeah. Give me a perception.
Yeah. Is he scared for a reason? Nat 20.
Jimmy just seems to be a little touched in the head. He's not really scared. That's just who Jimmy is.
I give
he's
Jimmy
a
a pat on the back, and I'm like, "Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate
Oi,
this
mate.
very much."
Oi, definitely, thank you.
Jimmy, I also have a weapon here. It was a mace, just an ordinary mace. Do you happen to have that?
Yeah. Here's your mace, sir.
Thank you. Say, Jimmy, do you make many silvered weapons?
make silvered weapons?
Or
No,
just silver weapons? Do you silver many weapons?
not. I mean, yeah, I'm a blacksmith.
Right. And would you say they're pretty effective against werewolves?
Oh, hey, mate, that's why we're fucking doing this.
Okay. Well, just bear with me. And
I'm not doing this for my health.
have any of the past adventurers, have you heard him speak of anything else that might be an advantage against these great foes?
Past adventurers, mate, you're the first one. We just came down from Baldur's Gate.
Sick. Do you have anything else in this great big room that might aid us?
Fuck, I don't know. You'll have to ask Zelron. This is an old Harper hideout. Some of the shit's old as hell.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy.
Hello there, wee Jimmy. I'm looking for a rapier I may have left with you.
Oh, you mean the one that doesn't look like it's been used at all?
I'm kind of scared of blades, but my flute is heavily used.
Yeah. That's kind of a weird comment, don't you think?
Baz gives him just a little wink as he takes his rapier.
Right.
I take my club infused with a silver spear or a little nugget in it, and I just slam it in the axe, and I'm like, Bazzlo, just when they come, hit them.
I'm up for it. Will do.
The only things that are left, Elzeiros, what did you give over to be silvered?
A rapier and 10 arrows.
A rapier and 10 arrows, perfect.
Thanks, Jimmy. How's the family?
Is there an easy way to silver my weapon in my inventory, or can we just remember it?
Just remember it. Essentially, you do normal damage to things that need it.
The family's good. You know, the missus is down in the gate. Just, being a school teacher.
If you click on the weapon and it says customize, and you click the little drop down arrow, there's a check mark for silvered.
Hell yeah.
Jimmy goes back to just tinkering on stuff. You can tell Jimmy's a little jittery.
Jittery Jimmy.
Oh, that's cool, Geo. Thank you for letting me know that. That's super easy.
Perfect. With your silvered weapons, what do you guys want to do?
Hey there, Zelron. Your boy Jimmy here was very helpful, a little skittish, but is there anything else around here that we could use to maybe take down some of these werewolves?
A lot of the stuff in here is old, and it's mostly just supplies. There's not quite a mini weapon, or I would have just provided them to you myself without having Jimmy here.
Well, what's the deal with our boy, my little lad Jimmy? Well, why is he so scared all the time?
Fuck if I know. Jimmy's just, he's been touched in the head. Okay, he's spent many years as a harper, and he's seen some shit.
I'll leave the wee lad alone. Thanks for the help.
I would like to ask Zoltron if he has any herbs. Do you perhaps have any garlic or holly with you down here in these stores?
The garlic and holly? Trust me, mate. If there was some garlic and holly in here, then it would probably be bad. I'll just put it that way.
Very well.
Do you happen to have any chicken guts?
Definitely do not have any chicken guts. And as you guys survey around this hideout, everything's covered in dust, a thick layer of dust, except for where Zelron and Jimmy have been working on different things. It seems as if this little hideout is only used in times of need by the Harpers.
Well, if it pleases you, we should probably try to find that girl before she perishes.
We gotta fight the werewolves first, right? Because the full moon is tonight.
If we find her, we find potentially the source of our evil.
Yeah, but if she's 2 days away, that probably wouldn't work. Which she's 2 days away, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 days away.
I think she's a lot more than 2 days away.
You do?
Yes.
Should we get some rest and prepare for tonight, as night will be the hunt?
I mean, absolutely. You're welcome to crash here. We should probably set off to the north of here, to the woods. That's where we last saw them. Last full moon, we trapped one, but it gnawed itself free. We did hit it with some silver traps, though.
Well, should we rest in the woods or should we rest here?
Does anyone
I
need
say
any?
we rest here. Yeah, I say we take a little nappy nap.
Does anyone need any
The woods
rations?
are about 3 hours north of here, so you might want to at least get a walk on.
Yeah.
So,
I would like to
refresh my
ask.
memory. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. Werewolves, do they eat livestock?
I mean, they pretty much eat anything that you put in front of them. They are ravenous beasts.
Boys, I suggest we get some of that livestock. Maybe we can make us fancy ourselves a trap.
I was going to ask, is anybody familiar with making traps? I know I am, but perhaps we should grab some extra bits of silver.
Where we going to get more silver?
Well, I have a few coins.
Do you
We
have
golden
traps,
egg.
Ben?
We have a
Not
golden
yet.
egg we can count.
Not yet, but I think somebody might.
We have a
Yeah,
golden
I don't-
egg
I can
we
improvise, yeah.
I have a pen and paper. Did everyone get their weapons?
I mean, yeah, I believe so. There is a general store that you could hit on the way out if you needed any more supplies.
I think it's a good idea.
Let's check it out, boys.
Shall we head to the general store?
Perfect. So with that, we are just going to do some theater of the mind for the said general store. Let's go ahead, and here is a little store for you all. I'm going to go ahead and post it in the Curse of Strahd.
What time of day is it?
So it's still it's almost midday. It's you guys got up, wrestled the goose. We'll say it's 11 o'clock.
So, I myself do not have any coin. Can we perhaps try to sell this egg in return for some coin?
Sounds like a good idea.
You know, it may be in poor taste to sell them the egg you just gave us as a prize.
Yes, but we are also in need of supplies. At least I am.
Let's see how much it's worth, at least.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask.
All right, I'll hand the egg to the cleric.
Okay. Is there a shopkeep?
Yes, we are pretending that I am the shopkeep. So you guys walk into the store. You see a little gnome, or excuse me, halfling, but behind the counter, sitting on a shelf, or sitting on a stool.
Hello, good sir. How are you today?
I'm doing well. What could I help you with?
Well, my friends and I are here on an adventure. We're gonna go hunt us some werewolves.
Werewolves.
Yeah, but there's an epidemic around here, I've been told.
Just be careful.
We will try our best, sir. Thank you. But we need supplies. However, we have a bit of an issue. We have not enough coin to buy everything that is needed. But I do have a question. What do you I'm sure you recognize this, and I show him the egg.
I mean, of course I noticed the egg.
Well, it is pure gold. Do you know where I can perhaps exchange this egg for coin?
Sir, if you tried to sell that egg to anybody here, they would take it as a great offense. I know you are not from here, but people wouldn't take too kindly on it, and yeah, just put it that way.
That's alarming to hear, because they were happy to give this egg away. Well, anyhow.
Yes, it was a gift. It's more of a trophy.
Okay. I see. Well, gentlemen, I am a servant of the Lord, so I do not have much.
Do you have, I approach the corner, any herbs, anything of the sort, perhaps potions?
I mean, we've got basic healing potions and the like. We do carry all the just normal general goods.
How many acorns for a potion?
Sir, acorns are not a...
I figured as much. Yes,
this must be
place is
strange to
very
you. Weird.
confusing.
Yeah, they don't take golden eggs. They don't take acorns.
We would take the golden egg if it wasn't a treasured trophy from our small but quaint village.
Fellas, perhaps we should move north.
How about a trade?
What kind of a trade?
I happen to have a cart full of healing potions.
And I pull out some scraps of the one chicken bone that I still had from eating my haunch.
And we'll throw that in, but I'll pay you to take it.
You can keep the chicken bones. I'm interested in the cart.
Okay. What can we get for it?
I mean, do you want the potions or the cart?
I'm going to distribute the potions amongst my group.
Okay.
You can take the cart.
I'll give you 20 gold for the cart. It looks like a good cart.
Okay, but... Sorry, go ahead.
I lean in and I'm like, that's a good chicken bone. Chew on that.
I mean, he is making a good deal. Yes, we'll take it.
We'll take it. Cool. Where's said cart?
Just around the inn.
It's there. Yeah, definitely. I'll have my henchman go pick it up. I mean, worker. Yeah.
All right, I'll shake his hand.
Okay, perfect.
And then whatever supplies my friends need.
Cool. So you have 20 gold now. For everybody else who doesn't know, there was a potion cart as a guise for Elzeiros, so you all get 2 potions.
What flavor?
Just health potion, normal.
I've got a question for you, shopkeeper. About how much, what do these traps go for? These hunting traps?
What does it say on the...
4 gold lowest, 10 gold highest. It's like 2 prices.
So we'll go with the highest for 4 gold.
I've seen
Or the
these
lowest, yeah.
in the town just up the road for about 2 gold apiece.
Give me a persuasion check. My screens are just being wonky here. Persuasion. Well, that's good for that other town, so you can walk your ass right up there.
Will you take 3 gold, 2 of them?
4 gold apiece, sir.
I'll go ahead and buy 1 from you.
Here's your trap.
Make it 2.
I'll
Here's
take
your
one more of
traps.
those, lad. Thank you.
Anyone else want anything?
I am going to buy rations.
Bapef casually rummages through his satchel for acorns, knowing that it's not enough.
I've already paid him in acorns. You can get what you need.
Everybody did choose like adventuring gear, right? When they created their character.
Either adventuring, or I forget which one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But water and rations and all those good things.
It only gave me 1 ration, so I need
You should have
Yeah.
5.
You should
rations.
have
Sure.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make it 5. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I will not buy rations.
Unless you chose cash.
No, I have 0.
Is the number in the third column how much the quantity is?
Yeah, it should be weight. So it should be item, weight, and then quantity.
Okay. Yeah, I have 5 rations then.
Perfect.
I would like to ask the boys, does anyone have any rope on them?
I do.
Perfect. We need to wrestle with somebody. Maybe something bigger than a goose. Presume.
Is that all, gentlemen?
I think that's all.
I think that's about it. Do you happen to have any livestock on, any sort of small livestock or food?
I'm a general store. Do you see chickens and cows? We have normal rations.
Never mind.
Don't worry, I know a guy. We'll go there.
Wait. I am going to buy some vials. 1 CP each. I'll buy 5 vials.
Here's your vials, sir.
Thank you.
I'm gonna trust you all to minus your own fucking gold if you're buying things.
Yeah.
Did we just split up that 20?
I've got it. I'm keeping track of it right now.
Okay.
We got anything else?
I don't think so. Do you have any fucking scrolls?
No, not at all.
Not worried.
Is there a drinking well nearby, good sir?
I mean, I believe so.
Could you point us in the direction?
He points out in a general direction towards where he came from.
I make note of that general direction.
Elzeiros, did you add one of those traps to your inventory?
Nope, it's yours.
No. Adding them both.
Remember your encumbrance, boys. Because I will check sheets after the game or before next, and if you're encumbered, you're going to start out with exhaustion.
You'll die proactively.
I'm unencumbered.
Apparently at 104 pounds and unencumbered right now.
Yeah, 110.
Do you have the bag equipped or the backpack?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Does it make a difference if you have it in your backpack or just in equipment?
No, on your backpack. You have to have the you have to have the backpack equipped.
Yeah. And put all your things you might need in battle in your pouch if they fit in your pouch.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
With my standard equipment, I'm at encumbrance.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Me
at
too.
50 out of 30 pounds.
That lack of strength that we have.
Oh, whoa.
Jesus Christ.
What all? Do you guys have more golden eggs hidden away somewhere?
No, I have 10 torches, which are 1 pound apiece, and I have 20 or 10, which are 2 pounds apiece, and I have 1 piece of hempen rope, which is 10 pounds, and that's 40 pounds.
Well,
Yep.
well, Albert, I know a magic trick that acts as torches. Perhaps we don't need all of those torches you're carrying.
Good to know.
I put 9 torches out of 10 on the ground.
You didn't want to sell them to the general trader?
I put fucking all but one torch on the ground.
Why do you guys have so many fucking torches?
No, that lies. I didn't
Yeah.
add torches. It just gave me 10.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have fucking 10 torches too.
Gear's
Jesus
heavy.
Christ.
Yeah, gear's heavy.
You get some. You get 2 silver pieces back for those torches.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop all my torches on the ground.
Yeah, if you have torches and you want to sell them back to the bank, go for it. 2 silver pieces for however much you send back. And we're only
Bapef for
playing
the
with
first
gold and
time
silver.
acquires these silly tokens and is like, I still don't understand this.
Bapef, would you hold this rope for me?
I cannot.
I can hold the rope.
All right, I give one rope, camping 50 feet to Teluka.
Damn, you guys got to think about what you're taking now, huh?
Which is
How
good.
much can I get for 1 paper sheet?
I guess 2 silver pieces.
And an ink pen. Man, I actually may need this.
I have
Chuck,
to
you gotta have another. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm not at weight.
Are you really still encumbered?
I'm at 5 out of 30 pounds on my backpack.
Got it.
And then weight carried 53 pounds. Yeah.
Jesus.
You should
This-
be good at it. The top of your sheet is what's the encumbrance.
So that's 50 pounds. And it says weight carried on my backpack is 35 out of 30. So I guess I can carry something on my side.
Yeah, you can put some on your body, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it's the same total.
Well, no, okay,
it doesn't
so hold
matter
on.
where you put it. This is the
Look at the
question I
description.
had in the last session.
Yeah, the description says you can put a bedroll or rope on the outside of the backpack. So, like, yeah, those are super heavy, but they don't count against the total weight.
Oh, if that's the case, then I should be.
Cool.
Yeah, I got 30 pounds on my backpack and 55 on me. So you can distribute them.
I will be checking.
I'm at capacity. I'm good. Like I'm unencumbered, but I can't take anything else.
Dropped 4 out of 5 candles. That means candles. Wait, Bapef, don't you need some wax?
Not yet.
Well,
I'll have those.
there's candles on the ground if you need them.
Mm-hmm.
I can carry 99 more weight.
99.
Big
Yeah,
hoss.
Big old strong dragon.
Shopkeep,
Yes.
can you
Carry the rope, sir.
Yeah, sure.
trade some gold for some silver?
Gold for some silver? Yeah, of course.
Oh, thank you.
Smart. Do you know how to add stuff to your inventory, Danny?
Oh,
I see the
one of the
adequate
rules
effect
you
there.
should do, money doesn't weigh anything.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Gold and silver don't
money,
weigh anything.
yeah. Money is just free weight.
Which you should be able to turn that off. At
Yeah,
the
a little flick of
beginning of
switch.
your. Yeah. Can you do it in your character sheet, or do you have to do it from
Yeah.
the character creation? Okay, cool.
Character creation. And you just turn money weight off.
Or you just click your gold and click settings, and the top slider is ignore coin weight.
Yep.
Cool.
Are we done at the shop?
I think we're ready.
Yep.
Perfect. So on your guys' way out of town, Zelron actually catches up with you. Wait! I found something. And he actually gives you 4 scrolls, 2 or He gives you 4 scrolls of remove curse.
Maybe how should we divvy these up, boys?
I'll carry one of them.
You gentlemen might need these later on down the road. Figured they would be useful.
Who is actually able to use these?
That's what I was gonna say. Who actually can cast them?
I can one.
What are they called again?
Remove curse scroll.
Let me look up the spell.
I would like.
Not everyone can cast every spell.
Is that a spell 30?
Like, yeah.
I would like to use one. I would like to have one to use, and I would like to have one to copy into my spell book.
Hell yeah.
I can take the other 2 if no one else.
And I can't use it.
Yeah, sorcerers can't use it either. Cleric, paladin, warlock, wizard.
I'm not finding it. Are you searching it in spells?
Yeah, you just gotta look for the spell.
Here, let me
No,
go ahead
it's
and...
not showing up. Does that mean I can't use it, maybe?
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to use it.
You can't.
There might be some other things, but if you guys look at this, you can see which spells, and it tells you available for.
The only reason you might be able to use it is if you took like a wizard initiate feat or like a cleric initiate feat, and it was one of the spells that it allows you to choose from. Which I don't know if it's going to be because it's a 3rd level spell, to tell you the truth.
So, are we going to do Theron and 2 myself?
I think we should give you 3, to be honest. Give Theron 1.
Up to whoever wants to do.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I think we need you to have 2. And then
If I-
you can put one in your spell
Spell
book.
slots.
Do more.
And then you can always give it to us at any point.
Okay.
Perfect. Give me 1 second, gentlemen. You can talk amongst yourself as you are walking towards the woods north of town.
I need to stop by the well.
Oh, well, I mean, of course. Then stop by the well. You, while I'm doing this, you guys can roleplay and do what you got to do.
I'm still inside.
Is there a possibility we can wait, so how do we want to do? We want to set up traps in the daylight and then just wait around him at night? Or how do we want to do
I
this?
think
Depends on
that would probably be
the
the best decision.
Yeah.
I think we need to take a good lay of the land first before we can come up with any concrete plans.
Scout it out.
vibe. So if we're outdoors, I like the idea of a trap, maybe some rope, maybe a dead animal, something to attract it.
So,
Out.
beginning with this, what is the most important part?
Thinking it
What
was
is the most
silver.
important what?
What is the most
Most
Important part.
important thing is getting there and getting a lay of the land.
Maybe finding this girl.
Yeah.
the most important part of a trap is the bait?
Bait. So we need to find
What
bait.
are you going to use as bait?
E Bapef. In chicken form.
I can. Well, not until I'm level 3. Can't do that yet. Let's see. What would be good bait?
You're
'Cause
gonna
nobody
need to
has
draw-
feats yet.
You're gonna have to draw your prey in. It's gonna take good bait to do that. If you
Your
can't
bird.
attract, you're trying to hunt, then
Bird.
you won't be able to hunt him.
Me plus your bird.
No, they won't hunt a dragon. They're smarter than that. They smell dragon blood, they'll go running.
Yeah. I can't
The
be
bird-
bait
bird-
until I'm
bird-
level 3 and get my first feat. So I would like to have an idea. I can set my club down
Does
as a
anyone perhaps
distraction.
know any magic that can provide the illusion of bait?
Not I. Not
No, not I either.
I can talk to a woodland creature.
Could you say, "Help, help! I'm a helpless little lamb."
Yep. Tweety tweet.
Tweety tweet. So it sounds like we need to acquire some bait.
bait.
Secondarily, if we counter one of these indoors, who's going in first?
You don't go in werewolf caves.
Okay.
Just
It's a big no-no.
that's usually a bad idea.
Usually out naked, howling at the moon. Got it.
My best idea is trying to communicate with an animal to get it to draw something out, preferably a flying bird that can get away.
You know, there happens to be this really big goose nearby.
Yo.
The goose is unavailable for.
Our wizard has a dragon familiar, and our druid has some stinky chicken bones.
Not anymore. I just spent them.
Oh,
We
shit.
touch that goose, man. Like, roll initiative for the entire town immediately.
Silver will not be.
I can also find an animal and use it as bait. But I'm thinking my best thing is to try to talk to a bird and get it to do a little bit of recon, just like Frost does.
I have sleep spells. We can put it to sleep, put it in an open area, use traps.
One thing is for certain, you won't be using silver as bait.
So is that the plan? Is Bapef gonna talk to an animal? So we don't have to kill one for this purpose?
Let's do it.
If we don't find bait,
Well,
options. Just don't tell the DM any of this.
I'm not listening. La 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 la.
And we are long rested, right?
Yeah, you guys are good.
So-
we'll say you took a breather on the way up there.
I'm gonna flip a spell
wait,
just for this.
before we take a breather, I would like to perform a couple. When breather, do you mean short rest or long rest, Mike?
You guys will be fully rested.
Okay, I am going to make a couple of my vials of water holy.
So do you have everything to make that ritual happen?
Yeah.
You've
said I
got-
could have two of yeah. So I'm gonna make, and I only have 2 spell slots to begin with, so I'm gonna use up all my powdered silver.
Okay, cool.
As we are resting, I ask one of you guys just for a little morsel of food. Not to take away from your rations, but just to use.
You're gonna ask us for what?
A small morsel of food.
Nako.
I will hand you 1 ration.
Not a whole ration. It doesn't take a whole ration. Just a little bit. Bone, something. This, that, the other.
Sure, I hand it over.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Are we done with preparation?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you guys come to the edge of the woods. The sun's just about to set. In the distance, you do hear wolves howling. You sit down to make camp before that. You go on your hunt to either bait the trap or find these werewolves. The moon starts to rise up over the horizon as well. It's prime time for hunting werewolves in this case. As you sit around the fire and discuss, how you're going to bait your trap. Again, you guys still continue to hear rustling leaves in the background and wolves howling. A thick fog comes and envelops the campsite at this point. What do you do?
Am I awake at this point? Am I awake at this point?
Yes, you are awake.
I use prestidigitation to blow the wind or the fog away from the campsite as much as I can.
Cool. As you cast that prestidigitation, the fog ever so slightly backs away from the fire in the campground in general. It's just thick and doesn't seem to be moved by prestidigitation except for in your immediate vicinity.
So as everybody's just going about their business, I'm constantly just doing this to kind of keep the area clear. And it seems there may be some magical company around us, boys.
Now we move north.
Shall we move north and proceed to execute our plan?
Give me a perception check, Albert. In the distance, you hear what seems to be yipping and howling. The air around you smells of like dead leaves and decay in this area. It's really cold as well.
I don't think we're in a good spot right now. Yeah, we should probably get out of here as quickly as possible.
I immediately step up and stamp out the fire in front of us.
Perfect.
I have Silver go out for a loop.
Give me a perception check with Silver.
Six, and I think Silver's +2, so that would be an 8.
Yeah, as Silver flies up amongst the treetops, it really all Silver sees is trees and woods and this thick fog.
Gotcha. Yeah, we should move, guys.
Move where? We can't see anything.
North we go. I see. I walk over here and I see what appears to be a path just off to the side of the campground. Shall we follow this?
Yeah. As you guys start to move through the woods ever so slowly and creakily, the fog seems to roll away from you as you continue on. Once you hit this path here off to your left, the road looks pretty clear in this case. Still, though, it's just oppressive fog, as well as just haunted noises of the forest.
Okay, I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Dancing Lights. And I am going to. It says I can create up to 4 torch-sized lights within range, making them appear as torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs. And here for the duration, I can also combine the 4 lights into one. I don't care. And as a bonus action on my turn, I don't think this matters, but you can move the lights up to 60 feet to a new spot within range. A light must be within 20 feet of another light. So I want to lay them out directly in front of us.
Cool. How do you want to do that?
So 20 feet, right?
Yeah, ping them. We'll use the overlay if you want to. Just use like the circle overlay or however you want to handle it.
Is there a rectangle one?
Just pick your configuration, and then you can plop them down.
Yeah, just do like this. Like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go.
And you're saying you're going to put that first light 20 feet in front of you?
Yeah. Why is my... It's not letting me drop a circle.
Are you trying to do it over the fog?
Yeah.
That'll do it.
So
okay.
This is where your first one is.
Then we'll do 20 feet in front of that one. Where's the
Yep,
pin?
I'm measuring it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Geo figures out technology.
Can you try to plop down those circles now?
There you go.
Hey, he did it. So, as you plop down these circles, you notice that even from the fog itself, that you can't see the next light in through the fog in front of it. You can tell that there's a dim glow, but they still you can't see as if it was actually being lit completely.
It's a square. I hope that's okay.
Same.
I have dancing lights
5
as
foot
well.
circle is the same as a 5 foot square.
I would like to cast dancing lights on the flanks of both of that first one, just to check the forest on either side. I'll pop them in. Okay.
As a heads up, you will not be able to see all of the lights. They're not going to do you much good, as you can see.
Yeah.
Hoping to spot something.
It's
Oops, that can go away.
a good way to burn some phosphorus.
Yeah. All right, boys. Shall we start moving down the trail?
Who's our frontliner? Is that going to be Bazzlo?
Probably
or-
not.
No, okay, then I'll just question, then I'll cast light on myself on my focus, which is equipped.
Nice.
So I guess I could just try and put a 20-yard circle around me at all times or something?
Basically, what he's gonna do is anybody
I'll give
that's
you the
near
20-foot
you, yeah, anybody that's near you is gonna be able to see.
Okay, cool. Okay, so
All right, boys.
Can you all
hand-
give me a group perception check, please?
Nat 20.
At 20, 8, 10, 7. All right. No one
15.
else. 15. Okay.
or
Cool.
16, sorry.
16. I'm just gonna kill that light. It doesn't really matter as a heads up. So as you and Moo, Albert, you both hear snapping and what seems to be rushing through the woods on either your left or right side.
I zip myself in the middle of the group as possible because I'm squished. And you see, I move my hand up. I speak some words you can't really understand. And you see a sheen go over me, and then it disappears. And that I let the group know, hey, look out. There's shit around us.
I have a plan, boys. I think maybe Muru and Bapef take just a wide berth of each other and move down the trail. We stay a little bit separated. If we get ambushed, we don't want to all be within range.
No. We don't. Let's not separate each other.
Not too far, just like a 5 slot in between us, so that
Like within like a few like feet of each other, but we should like kind of stay more or less
Yeah.
together as a group.
just not.
You all
I've-
hear howls come from out of the woods. They sound closer than they were before now.
My
Just
reaction is going to be me instantly casting guidance on, let's see, Theron. I whisper some words that he hasn't heard before.
I think we need to prepare for battle, gentlemen.
Since I did not sell all my torches, I'm going to dig in my pack and pull out a torch and light it.
While this is happening, I'm going to start pulling the lights in closer to us.
With Muru's light around us, I don't know if it benefits us, but is there any woodland creatures, anything alive that's small, maybe not dangerous, in my area?
Give me a nature check. 18. You notice the hoot of an owl, and maybe the rustle of a squirrel or a chipmunk.
What do you boys say we get us some bait? Or Bapef, if you'd like to not harm an animal, we can do that too.
Agreed. Find something that is useless in these seas of trees and fog. Certain animals we do not like.
Any chance you'd want to maybe call out to the owl or call out to whatever's in that bush?
The air seems to grow colder around you all. It starts becoming more and more oppressive. Again, the howling seems closer than it was before.
You can do a perception check to see how, like, distance-wise.
Go ahead, give me a perception check. With your 12 of a perception check, you honestly can't tell if it's closer or farther. The mist and the fog seems to really be messing with your sense of direction and smell and sight, almost every sense.
Give me 1 second, I think my headphones died. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What was the last thing you said, Geo?
I didn't say anything. I just was trying to figure out how far away they were, and I don't know.
I'm gonna lean over to you and say, I believe they are close. Perhaps we should inch forward. Being trapped is not good.
Bapef, I look to you for this one. You've experienced more wolves than I ever have. So let's do as he says, boys.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm gonna take 2 steps forward and signal for everyone to take 2 steps away from the group we were in.
How much,
Should I follow
much time-
Bapef since I have the light? Like, closer than everybody else?
I lean back to you and I tell you, yes, that light is very helpful.
how much time has elapsed since I casted Dancing Lights? A minute.
Rounds, 3 rounds.
Oh, so you went for a minute? It's only for a minute?
It's only for a minute.
Yeah, the dancing light are now shut out.
I believe mine is for an hour. Yes, 1 hour duration.
You just pretty, but
I'm gonna stay in the back. I have a torch.
Cool. So what's the path here? Who's up front? Who's in the middle? What are we doing?
I'm up front right with Moo. And I believe I signaled for everybody to crawl along behind me, just spread out.
I'm middle back.
One step forward here.
I'm going to allow you to move 10 feet at a time. There are grids on here on this map, just as a heads up. But they're a little bit hard to see, but they're there.
Okay.
Is this the... Okay, cool.
And give Theron a little circle, because I blessed his butt.
oh, you blessed me?
Yeah, I gave you the guidance.
Oh, guidance. That's just inspiration, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. I need you all to give me a group nature check. Or not nature, perception.
Nice.
20, 16, 20, 25. You hear the cracking of twigs, and you see an owl fly off into the night sky. The moon seems to somewhat be penetrating through the fog above you, but close to the ground, you can't see shit in front of you.
I lean over to my companions and I'm like, hey, if we're going to set traps, they should probably be set now.
Does anyone know?
I mean, I think you have to lure somebody. You have got to talk to a bird or something. See if you can get that owl to come back.
Very well. I'm going to try to communicate with the bird that has been circling the area.
The bird that circled the area, it just flew off. Silver's the only one that has circled the area.
Okay, I'm still going to try to use animal friendship on Silver.
What does Albert say about this?
Don't know how I feel about that.
I lean back and I look at him and I'm like, trust me.
You look at me, or you look at the animal?
Yeah, I look back at you. I can still see you, right? Yeah, you're not too far back. Let me have a hand at Silver.
Don't hurt him.
He won't get hurt.
Have at it.
I'm going to look at Silver. I need you to do something very special. I hold up a morsel of food that has just been given to me from our little campsite. I say, come here, take this. What I need you to do is not go far, but go very close and continue flying in a circular pattern. And let us know if you hear anything coming from any specific direction. Can you do that?
You get the sense that he's saying it.
Anything in any specific direction. Remember that.
Off he goes.
Awesome.
So, give me a perception check for Silver.
That's you, Dad.
Yep. Extras, Silver. So, yeah, you're a +1, so 6.
Yeah. So, as Silver flies up and makes a trip around the immediate vicinity, Silver actually can't find its way back to you all.
Oh no.
You can still feel Silver's presence.
Can we hear her?
You can hear her, yes.
Okay.
And Zack, I promise I'm not killing your fucking companion. I just want to put that out there right now.
I appreciate that, but you can't because the familiar and I can summon it back.
Very fair, very fair.
They're technically creatures of the Fae.
Perfect. Well, that's good then. Well, Silver has disappeared for the moment then.
Yeah. He can be disposable if you need him to kill him for a storyline. I can bring him back.
Cool.
I look at fucking E Bapef and I'm fucking pissed.
I understandably so. Yeah.
What the fuck did you do to my fucking dragon?
Albert, I told him to circle the area just briefly, very briefly, but he seemed to have disappeared. Is there any way you could possibly hone in on where he disappeared.
With that, you hear a crack of a twig super close, and you hear a low rumbling of growling. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Doesn't seem like I'll be able to do that at the moment, guy. 1-6.
All right. With that, wolves come out of the mist, growling at you all.
Oh man! Oh, they're close.
Close is good.
With that, the wolf directly in front of you, F, he runs up and takes a swipe at Muurujin, or Mu. That is not the stat block I'm looking for. Perfect. A 2 does not hit, so he misses. This wolf takes a lunge at you, Muurujin, and you sidestep him as he takes a bite, but ultimately misses. Bazzlo, it is your turn.
Alright. I'd like to start casting. Vicious Mockery on C.
What do you say as you cast Vicious Mockery?
I put my fingers in my ears with my hands up and do a silly dance while my hat jingles the bell at the back, and hope that this bothers Wolf C, causes him some confusion damage.
Vicious Mockery is technically an insult.
Oh. I tell Wolf C that he has a much smaller snout than all of the wolves.
I dig it. What is the saving throw for that? Should say right next to it, Wisdom.
Succeeded with. Oh, attack save Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13. Okay, and that was Wolf C. Roll for damage.
What?
1 damage.
Yeah,
Cool. And Wolf C is now disadvantaged because it's Vicious Mockery. It is now Wolf B's turn. Wolf B is gonna run up.
Can I move first?
If you want to move, yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take just 1 step over here to the right.
Let me put these guys on spaces. Again, there is a grid, so forgive me. Trying to just move you all into the grid. Is that your turn?
Just check real quick, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Wolf B is going to come leaping out of the fog as well at you, Elzeiros, and it's going to try to make a bite attack at you. 15 hits, and you take 2 damage, Elzeiros. And it is Wolf A's turn. He is going to run up at you, Bazzlo, and he is going to go ahead and swing. Bazzlo.
Alright, how much did you say that was?
2 damage.
Alright, thank you.
Yep. 12 misses. Albert, it is your turn.
I am going to firebolt. What's the weakest looking one?
That would be
C?
C, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll cast firebolt at C. That is a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
It's 1d10 for 9 damage.
What do you do, or how does this wolf die?
So, you guys have never seen Albert cast a spell before. You see as he wears a loose robe with a good hood that he just picks both of his hands up and he kind of points at the creature. As he points at the creature, you see something within his hood or within his sleeve glow. You see a little bit of fire come out of his fingertips into a bead, and it shoots at the target and implodes, doing causing a fireball around it. And that's basically it.
Cool. The wolf seed bursts into flames and howls and falls over dead. Perfect. Wolf
And
E, is that your turn? Cool.
Yep.
Perfect. Wolf E is going to jump at you, Bapef, and make a swing at you. That is not what I wanted to click. All right, and he misses. He snips at your arm, and you pull back just in time. And it's Wolf D's turn. And he is going to also attack you, Bapef. And he hits you for 4 damage. Bapef, it is now your turn.
I'm going to bonus action Shalala
Mhm.
and attack Wolf E.
Cool.
It's a 5 to hit.
As you take a swing at Wolf, do you say E or D?
E.
E. As you take a swing at Wolf E, it sidesteps out of the way and growls and bites at you.
With the remainder of my action, I'm going to yell to Moo and Albert, "Need a little help here. These things are stronger. Keep them separated."
Perfect. Els, it's your turn.
All right. Get some vengeance on Wolf B. 21.
Yeah, 21 definitely hits.
All right. 8 damage.
What do you say as you cut out or kill this wolf, or what do you do?
Nobody bites me like that.
You slice into Wolf B and just cut out its throat.
I like the frame you used. It looks like he's about to do a heroic swing right into me.
That's perfect.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Perfect. Moo, it is your turn. Oh, go ahead.
Actually, no, sorry. I'll take a step over here.
Perfect.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Moo, it is your turn.
Okay. I will cast. Do I have disadvantage or anything like that?
Yeah, since you are, if you're going to cast a spell at that closer range, it will be at disadvantage.
You can,
Even if it's at target Wolf A.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If it's out A, he should be good.
Oh yeah, if it's at A, you're
Yeah.
good. If it's anyone close, no, you'd have disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Then I will cast Ray of Frost at Wolf A.
Perfect.
It's a 16.
It's 16 hits.
Okay. Rolling for damage.
6.
Damage.
Perfect. As this ray of frost hits Wolf A, you can tell it's quite hurt by it, and it leaves just streaks of icicles around its fur. And Theron, it is your turn.
What's this called? I'm gonna clutch my holy amulet. I have one hand free. I'm carrying a shield and I have one hand free. And I'm gonna yell, "The power of Ilmater compels you," and point at Wolfie. And he has to succeed a con 13 check. Or
Con
saving.
13.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And he fails.
Ooh, full radiant.
Damn it. Sweet. Wolf E is slightly confused by what just happened to it. You see just a little bit of gold light flick it on the forehead. Perfect.
Yeah, and my turn.
It is Wolf's F's turn, and he's going to go ahead and make an attack at Muurujin, and he misses. Bazzlo, it is your turn. I'm going to go use the restroom while your turn goes.
Wait, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I wish I was not locked into engagement with Wolf A. Help my friend E Bapef. I'm going to... I'm gonna strike Wolf A with my rapier main hand.
Does not hit.
It's not hit. As you take a swing at this wolf, it jumps back and like curls its tail and bares its fangs at you.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action with two hand, so I do a bonus action to swing my knife with my other hand. So I'll swing my dagger and see if that hits him.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second. Rapier.
Or is rapier?
Yeah. No, I think you should be good. Go ahead.
Okay.
You just don't get your proficiency bonus on your offhand. So a 6 does not hit.
So I'm going to... Nothing.
Cool. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
And Wolf A swings around at you and just takes a bite at you after you take a swing at it, and you take 5 damage.
Who just got
Bazzlo.
Bazzlo? Okay.
Albert, it is your go.
Which of the wolves looks the weakest?
I'm gonna say in the chaos of battle, you don't necessarily know which one's the weakest.
I think it's Wolf A because he was hit by.
No table talk, Danny.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I don't. That's just
Let him fail.
You're good, man. You're good.
To attack somebody else. I was gonna say, because Wolf A has 2 of our individuals tied up, I was gonna throw a firebolt at Wolf A.
All right.
I'm also, tabletop. Yeah.
So here is a 13
That hits.
for 10 damage.
What do you? Or how does this wolf die?
I snap my fingers and the fireball shoots out of my finger, goes and hits the wolf. And I'm like, "We need you up here, boys! Hurry up!" And that is the end of my turn.
Perfect. And with that, the wolves turn and break away into the fog, running off.
Bapef is.
You alright? Are you alright?
I'm gonna walk over to
As
Bapef and cast. Are you knocked or just hurting?
No. Just took a little damage. I'm alright.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Bapef for 10 healing.
Hell yeah, partner.
What about you, Bazzlo? How are you doing?
I'm usually a glass half full kind of guy, but say about a glass half empty right now.
I'm going to hand him one of my healing potions. Please. Actually, I'm just going to roll for you. So we don't have to... do all this.
Oh,
nonsense.
I didn't add healing potions. But got 2.
Yeah,
earlier.
you get 2. Yeah, 2d4 plus 2. 6. So I heal you for 6.
Thanks, lad. I owe you a healing potion.
Don't
As you
worry
guys
about
are you healing here and getting you hear the howls closer and closer again.
Gentlemen, I fear this may be a greater threat.
I
believe you
maybe
are
movement is my
correct.
best friend.
Time to move. Push.
Push forward.
Into phalanx formation.
Mhm.
So you guys going to continue to move forward then?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a give me a nature check, man. Perfect. As you push forward down this trail, you notice a sticky substance that looks like blood in this case, and it's not from the wolves that you were fighting.
I perceive to see that you're, you were right. There's something bigger going on here.
As stated, something massive is going on here.
Can we get a check on the bird?
No.
Okay.
I get a check on silver? Don't put silver in the bird.
You can't feel silver in your vicinity.
Do I... Alright, I put my hand on the shoulder of E Bapef and look through the eyes of silver.
Ooh.
I can do that with a familiar.
Yep. So as you take a look into the eyes of Silver, you see Silver being harried by a flock of ravens through the sky.
My old eyes roll into the back of my head, and I go completely wide-eyed.
Just warging it up.
I try to fly Silver back to myself.
Cool. As Silver looks around, give me... Actually, give me an athletics check for Silver, I guess. Not athletics, but a strength saving throw.
18...
Go, Silver.
Silver breaks away further from the flock of ravens.
Yeah, and I just try to shoot Silver back to us. Ben, are you assisted by turning into a warg, or?
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
Are you guys pushing forward?
Yes.
Yep.
All right,
Pushing.
Also, Ben, with that nature check, you see that the trail of blood leads up this road.
I'm going to follow the road.
I'm just wide out.
Boys, any chance we could investigate what type of blood that is?
Bapef being on the hunt is like, something is wrong, and I keep following it, disregarding your guys' kind of caution.
I just have one Bapef shoulder, and he's guiding. I'm looking through Silver's eye.
Following Bapef like a hound.
Cool.
Following a hunting hound.
You guys can move forward up through where I've uncovered. Perfect. I need you all to give me a group perception check.
Damn.
Perfect.
So as you guys continue to move through the woods behind you, you just hear a large amount of rustling and darting through the wolves as if you're being stalked by a large amount of wolves.
Can I tell if it's moving? If we're moving through it, is the left or right or behind us changing?
As in changing as in how?
Are the sounds from where they're coming from moving behind us or still completely around us?
They're mostly behind you now. You do hear some every now and again dart up to your left and right.
All right. Men, push forward.
Move, lads.
I just had my shoulder on E Bapef, looking through my pet's eyes.
Perfect. Give me a perception check for Silver.
+1. So that's 2.
As Silver looks around, still can't find exactly where you are in the woods.
4.
Perfect. All right. Give me one more group perception check.
At 20.
The rustling in the wolves, the sounds of the forest are starting to fade as you guys continue to walk forward. Ahead of you, you do notice a blood-curdling howl from something that doesn't necessarily sound like a wolf.
Gentlemen, from what I understand, our troubles are behind us, but something in front of us. It sounds like something I've never heard before. It might be trouble.
Perfect. So as you guys approach the next area, it seems to widen out a little bit into a clearing and some forest here in the forest. You notice that it seems like there's pieces of old gate or wooden or stone wall as you start to part through this fog.
Is this trail of blood still ahead of us?
Yes, there is still a trail of blood ahead of you.
There's the stone walls on either side of us, so isn't anywhere in particular.
It is. Go ahead.
Perhaps, Thorin, you should maybe stand before me. I got pretty fucked up in the last battle.
So stand behind you.
Yes.
Elzeiros, give me a perception check.
How much time has passed, Mike?
From the campfire to now, probably, and the fight, 30 minutes, we'll say.
Okay, then I've still got light for 30 minutes, if that matters.
Yep, I appreciate that. Zeros. So off to your left, beyond this crumpled stone wall, very small crumpled stone wall that's here, you hear rustling and a howling of pain.
Lads, could this be the girl we're looking for?
I don't think so, but whatever it is, we must try to aid it.
Who's got the most health? Who's looking the beefiest?
I take it you guys are whispering to one another.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, please give me a group stealth check.
Fuck.
I think we need 2 more. Oof.
In mind.
Well, the ranger did ranger things correctly, at least. So with that, everything goes quiet. That something very clearly heard you in the distance.
I'm gonna use one of my racial traits and pretend to hide, or not pretend, hide. Attempt to hide even if I'm only lightly obscured.
Give me another stealth check.
Come on, big money, big money, big money. Oh, and I have a D4 too.
Cool. I guess you're kind of stealthy.
Boom. What is it, 20? Am I hidden?
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Sick. Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Bapef being smacked earlier and learning that he's had a kind of revelation where he's like, some of these guys are stronger than me. So Bapef is gonna just hang in the back.
Bapef, if I could have a minute.
Of course.
You seem discouraged.
I haven't seen phones like this. I've only heard them in tales.
Folks like what?
Creatures becoming more like animals. It doesn't seem right to me.
Isn't that the essence of a druid?
Yes, but in my experience, I haven't experienced anything like this ever before. I've only heard tales of people becoming like this, and it's usually devolved from wizards like yourself and other people trying to manipulate the world.
I think you speak of dark wizards.
I think so.
Yes, there are those that try to manipulate life, try to manipulate the beings around them to become certain for themselves.
I don't like it. It's put a
talking.
streak of fear in me.
As you guys talk, you hear a snapping of twigs in your general direction.
It looks like we may need to prepare ourselves and have this talk other time. I would like to middle if you guys would allow me.
Alright,
Ready?
I'm doing it.
Do we want to grab?
Leroy Jenkins. I go ahead and take a peek. Take a peek at what's on the stone wall. I might approach it very slowly and as quietly as possible.
It's really just rubble of stone wall. Like it's just like the remnants of it. You can see right over it.
Is this the direction of the screaming? I'm trying to go toward the screaming.
Gotcha. Say, not that. Just over here.
I just swallowed spit.
Okay. Then I will cast. Actually, maybe not. Do I see anything?
Give me a perception check. You don't see shit. This mist and fog in front of you is just seems to be swirling in and out of the trees that you can see barely.
Would you say that the direction of the screaming is that direction that I've started walking?
It's like
Or do
over
I notice
here.
that? I perceive that. Okay. So I whip out my flute and I fling it around my fingers and I just hold it out like a dagger, kind of just shaking. Continue to walk up, take another step, 10 feet. Do I see anything around that corner?
10 feet is here, and you walking forward, you hear a great howl just from the bushes in front of you, and I need you all to roll for initiative.
Bar tank.
Please let me go first.
Well, shit.
Hey, yeah, that's pretty good.
Give me a second. Awesome. So, out from the woods, let's see here. More wolves come and start to harry you and yip and snarl at you. And Bape, it is your first turn. Go.
Alright. I'm gonna use Shalala.
Mhm.
And go to this wolf and attack.
Perfect.
This is 17.
17 hits. That's the hit.
Oh, whoops. That's a 9er.
As you hit Wolf A here, you curl in and you can hear some of its ribs snap as your club smashes against it.
I say in the last bit of my turn, isn't enough enough? Where do these creatures come from?
Elzeiros, it is your go, unless you want to move.
I'll stab a wolf. Let's take the initiative.
Cool.
Nope.
No. Bazzlo.
I'm gonna take one step. Actually, gosh. I'm gonna take one step over here, and I am going to swing rapier at Wolf A.
As you take a swing at this wolf, it again sidesteps and bares its fangs at you.
I'm going to cast. No, I'm not. I'm just going to use my bonus action to use a dagger. See if I can get something. Oh my gosh.
2 does not hit. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Theron, it is your turn.
Am I still hidden?
You are not hidden anymore now. You moved.
I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna put my finger at Wolf C, and I'm gonna yell,
Soulless.
give me Constitution 13 check. Or save.
Little punk. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And it passes.
Of course.
I'll just end my turn.
That's your turn.
That's my turn.
Cool. So, with a great crash, this giant werewolf comes out. It's actually missing one of its paws, though.
Oh, fuck.
So, with a great yell and scream, it comes running at Bazzlo.
Are things happening? Do I have to refresh?
Which one?
Can you guys see it? Oh,
Oh no.
There we
refresh.
go.
Oh.
Damn.
All right. Cool. All right. So it's going to multi-attack at you. It takes a nip at you and misses. And it also claws at you and misses.
That's what we.
Yep, but it is now Wolf A's turn, and he's going to take a bite at you, E Bapef.
Bring it.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
And you are going to take 2 damage. And it's Wolf B's turn. And he's going to go ahead and take a lunge at you, Elzeiros. And he is going to hit you for 7 damage.
No.
And it's Wolf C's turn. He's going to sprint past you and take attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
So give me a roll, Els.
All right.
It isn't elves, it's 0.
0, Els, whatever.
11.
11 actually does hit on this one.
Please kill him.
8 damage.
Perfect. He takes a pretty good chunk, or you rip a pretty good chunk out of him as he runs past. But he ultimately does make it over to Theron here. And he's going to go ahead and lunge. 18 hits. And he is going to hit you for 7 damage, Theron.
Oh, Christ. The healer's not looking so good.
Muurujin, it is your turn.
Okay. After assessing the field, I decide to cast Ray of Frost at Wolf A.
All right.
I rolled a 12.
12 hits.
Okay, rolling for the damage. 8.
Perfect. 8. And with that, you kill Wolf A. How does he die?
The Ray of Frost blast hits him in the solar plexus, very quickly freezing it solid, and then the force of the remainder of the blast blows a hole through its chest. It falls to the ground dead.
Fuck yeah, I love it. Is that your turn?
I am going to move 10 feet up next to E Bapef here.
Perfect. Albert, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move a little bit to a safer position. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe C is pretty injured, correct?
Yes, C is very injured.
I'm gonna attack with firebolt once.
All right.
And that's a 12 to hit,
12 hits that one.
and that's 5 damage.
How does this wolf die?
Again, you see me snap, and out of my right hand flicks just a marble of fire that impacts the target, bursts him into flames, and he turns to ash.
Perfect. Bapef.
I'm going to move up to the injured werewolf and hit him with my club. $17 to
17 hits.
So that's 5 plus Shalala. 5.
Cool. You hear cracking as you slam your club into this guy's ribs. Elzeiros, it is your turn.
All right. Let's do this, Wolf B. All right, 23.
Perfect, yeah.
Seven
Fucking, absolutely.
All right, 7 damage.
Perfect. You stick your rapier down into the side of this wolf, and he lets out a yelp. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Bazzlo.
I would like to cast a Vicious Mockery on Injured Werewolf.
Just Vicious Mockery, get the same disadvantage. I guess it is a ranged spell.
Cast it with...
Yeah, it's a spell. You would have to have Battle Mage, so if you cast it, it will be at disadvantage as a heads up.
Okay.
Pro tip, you've got a rapier, use it.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna keep swinging at him.
6 does not hit.
Alright, swinging dagger.
10 does not hit.
Oh, okay.
There's a 14.
He doesn't get his offhand
Minus
bonus.
4.
First,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all I got.
All right, Theron.
I'm gonna clutch my holy symbol, look up at the sky, and say, "O El Mauro, please grant Albert and Els our powerful bond so that they may end this quickly." And now both of them have a D4 once per turn for 10 minutes.
Cool. And is that your turn?
I forget, is it consuming a health potion an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action for our table rules.
Okay, I will consume my last potion and...
DM, can I do something crazy?
On your turn, absolutely.
Yeah.
Who has a D4?
You and Els.
That's on every roll for 10 minutes?
On every turn, once per turn for 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Is that your turn, Theron?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Perfect. It is Werewolf A's turn. He is going to continue to swing at our tone deaf bard here.
We have a werewolf. We have a werewolf.
The injured werewolf, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, injured werewolf. All right. 12 does not hit on that one. 13 does hit though. And you take 5 damage, Bazzlo. He claws out at you and rips a chunk out of your chest.
I'm gonna need some help, boys.
And it is Wolf B's turn. And he's going to make a swing at you, Els. And he misses. He just takes a nip and dodges right past you and comes back to the same spot. Moo, it is your turn.
Alright, I am going to cast Ray of Frost at the injured werewolf from my current position.
Cool.
Do I need to
at
move
the
so it's
injured
at line of
werewolf?
sight?
Yep, you need line of sight, or you will add Bazzlo to your hit.
Okay, do I have room to move 10 yards north here?
Yeah, you can move 10 yards. We'll clear out
10 feet, I should say.
the fog here. Let's see. And since you're here, actually. You're here.
Okay, yeah. Uh,
13 hits.
For 6 damage.
This werewolf howls out in just massive pain as you hit it. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Perfect. Albert, it is your go.
Do I perceive the injured werewolf or Wolf B to be more injured?
They're both pretty evenly fucked. The injured werewolf is literally missing a paw, and Wolf B is got a nice pin-sized hole through it.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at where Wolf be.
All right.
For 15 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And 9 damage to a wolf.
What do you say as you kill this, or what do you do as this wolf just bursts into flames?
This is just another snap of the fingers, and a marble-sized fireball hits Wolf B, and he combusts. And I'm like, I always. And that's my turn.
Perfect. So Wolf B is gone, and we are back to the top with Babe.
I'm going to shout to Theron, use your scroll! And I'm going to try to grapple the werewolf.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, go for it. Give me a strength check.
It's a 14.
Let me see here. And you do not grapple this werewolf.
With the last of my turn. Theron, I think we can save her!
Elzeiros, it is your go.
All right. Using a potion's a bonus action, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to pop a health potion real quick. Or sorry, potion of healing. What is it? D2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
All right, 9 health. And then I take 2 steps forward. Can't see the squares here. 3 steps forward. And then stabby stab the werewolf.
Alright.
$21.
Definitely hits.
7.
You stab into this werewolf, and it's looking like it's on its last legs. Bazzlo.
I would like to cast Sleep.
Hell yeah, partner.
So we're going to drop Sleep on the injured werewolf. I bring my flute up to my lips, begin to tickle the holes, per se. Play my sleepy night-night song to the injured werewolf. That is going to be in a... Wait, that's the wrong one I'm looking at. Gosh,
You need to
sleep
roll
20
5d8. You need to roll 5d8, yep.
We have 5 of them.
5d8. So yeah, if you click on the dice, you can click up to 5 and then roll. Perfect.
So it's anything under that health, right?
Yep. So that werewolf is asleep.
All right. So with the rest of my turn, I call to the boys and say, let's see if we can't tie this werewolf up and see who this is. Taking E Bapef's plan. That's my turn.
Perfect. So I guess with that, the combat ends.
Wait, how long did this sleep last?
Long enough for you to tie it up.
Let's tie it up.
All right, boys, get the rope out. Who's got the rope?
Can I inspect for bite
I have
marks
the rope.
or for any wounds other than the paw it's missing?
Sure, go for it. Give me an investigation check. You just see that the paw is missing.
Okay. This may not work, but it might, and I think we should try. I'm gonna take my scroll of remove curse and cast it on the werewolf.
All right.
Let me see if there's a save. I gotta type that out.
Hold on.
Do I remove the rope from my inventory now that we've used it?
You probably end up
Taking it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. All I have to do is touch all curses affecting the one creature or object, and if the object is a cursed magic item, it's not. Okay. Yeah. So I just touch it and say, "Oh sickness, leave this body."
Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. So give me a second.
You told me to take notes. This is on you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so as this werewolf comes down or changes back into a human man, missing one arm. Yeah, it's a very clearly tattered clothes. It doesn't seem to be the same garb that came from Daggerford. What do you want to do with it?
Bapef immediately reaches in, grabs his arm that is uninjured, and says, "Who did this to you?"
The commoner is completely knocked the fuck out.
I keep shaking him.
I can't leave him.
Let me do something here real quick. You, by shaking him, give him 1 damage.
Okay. Fair enough.
Alright, give him some space, boys. Give him some space.
Well, we can't leave
a
him.
minute.
Give me, actually,
1 minute for sleep. I don't know if that.
you have him tied up. It's all good. Theron, give me a perception check. All right. You notice the trail of blood is leading up to a building or a crumpled building just above you. The fog seems to lift ever so slightly, and you guys can see at least somewhat of a normal area now.
I think perhaps this is where this injured man went to go find some haven, is in that building, and must have transformed in there.
I have another hypothesis, boys. I think there could be something much bigger, much more dangerous nearby. If there's any way we can find out if there is, I think this commoner might be the best person to tell us. Erring on the side of caution.
Sir, what is your name?
Oh, this person is completely, like, passed out. They are injured, unconscious. Yeah.
So you're saying I should start slapping?
If you want to kill him, then yes.
Do it. Never do it.
Bapef chimes up. Maybe we should leave him. I don't know, but there still seems like there's danger afoot.
Can we hide him?
Can't leave him behind.
Yeah, can we? Yeah, I don't know.
We absolutely can. None.
Not alive.
I vote we use him as bait for our trap.
I'm with it.
Can I try to communicate with Thoron's bird again?
Oh, Albert's bird?
Yeah.
Albert, actually, give me a perception check for the bird. All right. Since the fog has lifted ever so slightly, you hear the screech of an owl, and Silver returns to us.
We hear the screech of a pseudo-dragon.
I thought it was in the form of an owl.
He's using the owl totem. He has the appearance of a pseudo-dragon because that's cooler.
Okay. God damn it. Right. Sounds good.
I'm so glad. Silver. How have you been?
You see Silver is harried and missing some feathers from her
Scales. Have scales.
scales from the from their encounter with the ravens.
I pet Silver and I let them take rest on my shoulder.
All right,
I
boys,
lean
you
over
guys-
to him and I'm like, I'm sorry. I thought this was more surefire. It seems there is more afoot here.
There's definitely some stuff afoot going.
I think we have two options. We either put him out of his misery, or we put him out as bait.
No such thing.
Go ahead, let the internal conflict happen. Let's hear it, boys.
All right, Theron, what would you do then, Savior?
We cannot. What was the point of saving him if we are just putting him out to die?
I'd say because he's useless.
But sir, not a minute ago you were trying to help me save him. Now why go back on your word?
Because it would make for a great Bardcore hit, possibly a one-hit wonder. I just want to tell the story mostly.
You can't argue with the Graham.
I, in good conscience, cannot leave this man to die.
I agree.
All
We put in efforts to keep him alive. We can't just abandon him.
So we all grab a piece of the rope, drag him up to this house. How does that sound?
As
I mean,
long
at the
as
very
he is
worst, it'll be
safe.
bait when the other werewolves come back.
Are we going to the house?
I'd also like to take a look at my wizard buddy, see if he got any intel from Silver.
No intel from Silver. It's too foggy for most things to perceive.
So our captive, I just like to walk up to him while they have. And does this guy have any innate magical essence around him? Is he a practicer of magic, or is he?
Give me an Arcana check.
$17.
You notice no innate magical ability to this individual.
Do what you want with him.
All right, put him on Theron. Theron walks up there on his own with the commoner on his back.
If I must, I
Let's
will.
check out the building. I got your back. I can sing you a song.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and do some theater of the mind here. So as you guys come up to this crumpled building, as soon as the last one of you steps in, the fog seems to crowd all around the building. With that, you can't see deep into the fog. What do you guys want to do?
We're inside, you said?
Yep, you are inside the building.
How? Just one story building. We can see the room.
Yep, as you look around, it's a one-story building. It's got one main room. The roof over the top of it is pretty tattered, so there are holes, but again, it's filled with fog. But it is good, decent cover. The second room is just a small offshoot, probably a 3x4 room. Could be some kind of an old closet or something similar to it.
Am I able to use prestidigitation to open up the fog at all?
If you want to try, go for it.
Yeah, I would like to try. What do you
All
want?
right, cool. So as soon as you cast prestidigitation, you see the fog push ever so slightly away and then come right back to the door.
I take a step forward. Does the fog seem to stay away from me?
No, it engulfs you as you push your hand into it.
Do I notice any signs of wildlife that may have been in here? Any disturbances?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. As you look around the room, you see that there's very clearly like drops of blood from where the injured man or werewolf was at. There seems to be signs of small creatures, but nothing significant.
I believe we might be safe for the time being in here.
I agree.
Perhaps we wait for our friend to wake, and we can talk to him about where he was bitten and if he could point us in the direction of more of those creatures.
We heal in the meantime. Does anyone need any healing? Really, just me.
Okay.
Bapef looks at you with a cut on his arm, but he's doing well.
Perfect.
How do we?
Go ahead.
Yeah, how do we know how many like spells we have? I guess in terms of the stuff we have with us. You said we already have some things with us.
Oh, so you kind of have to like keep track yourself.
Your spell pouch requires anything for a spell that doesn't have a monetary value connected to it. For example, feather, bat guano, stuff of this nature. So if it says you have a sprinkle of pixie dust and it doesn't have a gold value associated next to it, you have that in your spell pouch.
And then you have only cast cantrips, if I'm not mistaken. So you have
You cast sleep.
Okay, so yeah, that's one spell slot. You notice the little check marks next to those where it says sleep. It should have like one or two little boxes.
So, like, if you look at your spells where it says first level, if you look directly to the right, there's 2 squares.
It doesn't show that for me. I have to click on it, and then on the top it says spell slot 2, and I just clicked it. It went down to 1.
Okay. So yeah, the top or bottom right, you click at a spell.
Okay. So you did it. So you see how one of your spell slots is purple now?
Why is mine not showing it? Because I remember that from before, but for some reason mine's.
So.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just found it.
Yeah. So that's how you keep track. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. At this time too, you guys are going to be able to get a full rest in, level up to level 2. I think this is a good place to like pause for the time being, right? I've got the other stuff set up, but if we get into it, it's going to end on a high note.
Mid-combat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My spell slot back.
Yep, and go ahead and level up to level 2. Again, you will have all the components to cast all of your level 2 spells twice. If you've cast spells this time around, remember if you only used it once, you have the components again. I know some of them have focuses and stuff. If you want to regain any components, I want you to write me like a small blurb of what you were doing in here, or what you tried to do, and I'll wrap it into the start of the next session.
Okay, for sure.
Okay.